No, you ain't gonna drink mine now. All right, you can have. All right, you can have.
king and his men stole the queen from her bed, bound her and her bone. The seas be ours, and by the powers where we will roam.
Daddy, this is a mouse.
What is good, Raider Nation? Welcome back to yet another episode of Raiders Friday Night Roundtable. I'm joined by my friends Dustin and Sergio. So what's up, everybody?
Hey, it was good.
Salute Raider Nation, salute to the chat, salute to the mods, salute Ben, salute James, salute John, salute to everybody that's in here, salute to the panel, like I said, and hope everybody's having a great Friday.
Facts, yeah. As Dustin just said, as always, thank you to the members of this panel for joining me. Thank you to the mods in the chat for holding it down. We wouldn't be able to do the show without you guys, as always. And last but not least, thank you to our viewers for watching and commenting along with us as we begin this broadcast. We got another great one for you guys, as always. Just a quick reminder before we do get started, our YouTube bot, the Nightbot, will momentarily be posting all the various links to our various platforms. So when you guys get a chance, if you're in the comments section or you're monitoring it, if you keep an eye out for that Nightbot and just check to see if it's, for all the links that it's posting to our various platforms. If you guys could just check those out when it does post those comments and just check out all those links to tap in with us on all those platforms, that would be greatly appreciated. Just to give you guys a quick overview of those links, so you guys can keep it an extra special eye out for them. So the first link it's going to give you guys is a link to our YouTube channel, the Death Star port on YouTube. So if you guys haven't already, if you're on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind just subscribing to that channel, hitting the notification bell, like as many videos as possible, and comment on as many videos as possible, that'd be greatly appreciated. The second link it's going to give you guys is a link to our Twitch channel, the Death Star port on Twitch. Same deal there. If you guys are on Twitch, if you haven't already, if you could just follow that link and then give us a follow on Twitch, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. It's also going to give you guys a link to our Instagram account, the Death Star port on Instagram. So if you guys are on Instagram, if you haven't already, if you could just give us a follow on there, as well as maybe throw some likes on some of our posts. Maybe you can share some of our posts, not only to your story, but to your friends over DMs. That'd be greatly appreciated as well. And last but certainly not least, the Nightbot is also going to give you guys a link to our Discord server, the DSR Discord server. We'd especially like for you guys to check out that link, as we really consider it the heart of what we do here at DSR. So like I said, if you guys are on Discord and you haven't already, if you could just follow that link and join us at that Discord server, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. It's just a tremendous community. Like I said, it's the heart of what we do here at DSR. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on in that server, and it's a great way to connect with a whole bunch of people, not only through all things Raiders, but through a wide variety of topics. Like for example, like we do have a Raiders Talk channel. We talk about all things Raiders, but we also have a general chat. We talk about life in general. We talk about the NFL at large. We have fantasy leagues, both NBA and NFL. We talk about other sports leagues like the NBA, NHL, and MLB. We have promotional events like free giveaways. We just started up our free movie nights again, so that's a great way, especially on a weekend night, for a bunch of us to just jump in the Discord and watch a movie together. So that's a great way to bond with people as well, especially with nothing going on a particular weekend night. We also have channels dedicated to a whole bunch of Raiders content creators, so you guys will have up to the minute updates on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. All kinds of Raiders content
Salute the
creators
menace.
with our server. Yes, which everyone covered just now. So you can stay up to date on that. And we also have a whole bunch of channels dedicated to
You want to know
sports
this?
updates through Twitter and Instagram and other social media platforms. So you guys will have, ability to stay up to date with, just what's going on through various sports leagues as well. So like I said, it's a great community. It's a great way to connect with a whole bunch of people over a wide variety of topics. We'd love to have you guys in there as well. So like I said, when the Nightbot posts the Discord, the link to our Discord server, if you guys could just follow that link and join us there in the DSR Discord server, that would be greatly appreciated as well. So like I said, just a
Salute
quick
Robert.
rundown again.
Salute Lunatic.
Word, yeah, salute to everyone coming just now. So like I said, keep it out for the Nightbot posting the links to our YouTube channel, Death Star Port YouTube channel, Death Star Port Twitch channel, Death Star Port on Instagram, and last but certainly not least, the DSR Discord server. So like I said, when you get a chance, if you happen to see the Nightbot post those links, if you could just take a minute to tap in with us on all those platforms, that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, the Nightbot is going to be posting these links multiple times throughout the duration of this broadcast. So you guys will have many opportunities to check out all those links. But like I said, we thank you guys in advance for checking out all the platforms that the Nightbot does post in the comment section. So just keep an eye out for that. And we do thank you in advance for tapping in. And so with all that out of the way, without further ado, let's begin our show with our first topic. So I just wanted to quickly, just go over some sad news to hit Raider Nation today. Defensive end Joe Campbell, who played for the Raiders, probably best known for helping the Raiders win Super Bowl 15 during the 1980 season. He unfortunately passed away at the age of just 68 today. For those of you who don't know, he most likely suffered some kind of heart issue like cardiac arrest or something like that after a hike he took today. So like I said, obviously as a Raider, once a Raider, always a Raider. Just kind of wanted to say RIP and give thoughts and prayers and condolences to the family. Obviously gone way too soon, and such a tragedy for not only Raider Nation but for his family. So I don't know if you guys, Sergio or Dustin, want to give a few words as far as that, but I just kind of wanted to give. Not a shout out, but just kind of wanted, like I said, give my condolences to Joe Campbell.
This one and this one.
Did you guys want to say any words about Joe Campbell? Just kind of wanted to give him a quick shout
Yeah, like
out.
I say, rest in peace, man. It sucks, dude. I read about him that he went hiking and then heard that he had the heart attack afterwards. I don't really know much about the guy to talk about him to begin with. So, like I say, like Al says, once a Raider, always a Raider is about the best I can say. And rest in peace and see you in the next life, So, it's about all most I can say about him. I don't know much about him. So, salute, Richard.
Facts, yeah, exactly. Just want to give condolences to the family. Sergio, was there anything you wanted to say?
I mean, yeah, it does suck the way he went out. Would have been better if it was like in a better way, but
Black and blue.
I mean, yeah, it does suck when you hear this news and stuff. I try to ignore it because it does suck when you got players that were significant in a way, whether it's a small significance or a large significance in your franchise that are no longer here. Sucks hearing it. I hope his family's doing well though.
Salute out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, all I can do is, pray for
Did he
the
pass
family
away
right now.
today? Did he pass away today?
I think it was he was found dead on Sunday. So, and the Delaware News Journal reported it on Wednesday. So I guess this is a little dated. But yeah,
A little late, but either better late than never. So
yeah. So
apparently he was missing for a month, and his brother found him.
Missing for a month?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So like I said, thoughts and prayers.
Did he find him at home? Was he at home?
That I don't know. All I know is he came back from a hike and then he suffered. He
Yeah, it's
probably
crazy if
suffered
he
some
was
kind of
at home
cardio.
for a month, dude, and nobody found him, dude. I mean, that would just say that he don't have nobody go around him for months. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Either way, like I say, hope the best for everybody. That's all I can say about it.
Doesn't work.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
So yeah, like I said, just kind of wanted to give him, him and his family quick condolences. Because like I said, once a Raider, always a Raider. And deeper than that, obviously, he's a human being as well. So we mourn the loss of a Raider great, obviously, in Joe Campbell.
No,
Um,
you keep this there so you can
but
put it in.
yeah, so
No.
other than that,
Oh, I want
one of the
another
biggest
one.
pieces of news to hit Raider Nation recently was that talking about Raiders legends, other former Raiders legend Tim Brown took to, I believe, either a radio show or a podcast, voicing his concerns about the team as it presently stands. And so, Sergio, this is your topic if you want to get us started on how
Yeah,
you feel about Tim Brown. Say, go ahead.
yeah. So it appears like a recent, Bill Williamson, he interviewed Tim Brown, and Tim Brown was like his biggest concern right now is how he kind of feels, like basically, yeah, like how he feels about the team, similarly, a little similar to how like the general fans feel about the team. And one thing that was interesting is he compared how the team's going right now to how John Gruden arrived to the Raiders, not recently, but in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
How at first it was a struggle and how the team like wasn't where people were expecting it to be. So
Mm-hmm.
you had to get the homegrown talent, like you had to develop it, and it takes over time. He's a little concerned though, like he expected like McDaniels to like, I guess the same as a lot of fans, like get the team running right away his first year. He admitted that he had like
I know what's
very high
wrong.
expectations, but he is
Right?
very excited for McDaniels like to show what his
Think you
capabilities
can
are
work
to
out
hit
with
the
that
Raiders
fucking
his second
pan.
year.
Yeah, think about it.
But he has said that he is kind of disappointed in McDaniels for his expectations for the team. And I think another thing he said was about Jimmy Garoppolo, where he is concerned how the Garoppolo situation is going, how Garoppolo and Devontae haven't even been on the field at the same time, like once.
Right.
And that does concern him a little bit. He said that though it shouldn't take too long for them to get together if it happens, but it is going to take time. Like it isn't going to happen like
Mm-hmm.
right away or develop. It's probably going to take like if say Jimmy's the start of week 1, it's probably not going to click until midway through the season.
Daddy, I
Yeah,
got a
yeah. I mean,
tree.
obviously,
Daddy, I got a
as a
tree.
guy
A
who
tree.
loves his franchise, lives, breathes, dies, and bleeds his franchise, honestly, in Tim Brown. He more than anyone else wants to see this franchise succeed. But at the same time, he knows what he's talking about when it comes to football, and especially the details surrounding this particular franchise. So, as you said, Sergio, one of the biggest points that I saw him make was that the issue right now, at least as it presently stands, with because Garoppolo has not been able to see the field yet since he's signed with the Raiders.
Salute, Omar.
He's put at a disadvantage, as far as chemistry goes, with especially Devonte Adams. To say nothing of other receivers, right? Because the chemistry has to build between the quarterback and all of his targets. So, um, I think there's going to have to be a steep learning curve when it comes to training camp because, as we all know right now, or as we've been told, Jimmy G will be ready come training camp in just a couple days now. So I would say, as soon as, they really have to hit the ground running as soon as training camp commences. So, yeah, I mean, I would say right now at a little bit of a disadvantage as far as other teams, obviously their top, their starting quarterbacks and their top receivers through the earlier parts of the offseason program were able to already, even though it wasn't in full pads or whatnot, we're still able to, really figure out each other's tendencies and learn how to play football together, to start the off season. So, yeah, that's obviously a concern. And I guess just in general, the other thing I heard from Tim Brown was that, I think he's sort of in a position that a lot of us are in. We're like, I believe he said something to the effect that, if Josh McDaniels succeeds, I'll be the first one to be happy for him, but I do have my concerns. So, and I guess the chemistry between Jimmy G and Devontae Adams is obviously one of them. So, we'll have to see, but I think it would benefit the Raiders to really heed the words of a guy like Tim Brown and really, emphasize, especially like I said, that chemistry to building up that chemistry between Jimmy G and Devontae. Justin, was there anything you wanted to add?
I mean, like I said, they can't build up the chemistry unless he's on the field. So I mean, AJ or Aiden O'Connell is building a chemistry with them.
And all credit to Dustin. Dustin's been kind of advocating for the O'Connell thing. It seems like the Tim Brown kind of helps out your claim, Dustin, that O'Connell might take Jimmy's job before the season ends.
I tell you, man, I just speak those facts, dude. Just try to throw it out there. So we'll see, man. I mean, like I said, Jimmy's got to get out there. He's got to play healthy. He's got to be with the team. He's got to gel with the team. I've said he has no continuity with them no more than Aiden does. So in order for him to be able to come into the team and be able to, I feel, beat him, is he's got to be better than him right now. So, and I've always said, like, it doesn't matter what people do on other teams. We're not here like they were with the Niners 7 years ago to invest into him. You know what I mean? Like, the all honesty is we're just trying to hold on until we can find something else. I mean, I think that's what the reality of it is. So I've said it numerous times that he gets hurt one damn time, it's going to be Aiden anyway. So it doesn't even really matter. Hey, don't you fucking dare, man. But outside of it, I mean,
that's broke. Open.
What? Yeah, I know. It's the air pressure. Can you chill for a minute? Long story short, frickin', I've said it a bunch of times. I mean, Jimmy's just here. He's here until he gets hurt. So I think it's just to bide as much time as physically possible for Aiden. I've said it. I think Aiden can be the starter, especially coming into this camp, because, like I said, they ain't even had pads. They haven't even had contact or anything of those facts. So,
right.
Outside of that, I've already spoken on it hell times, you know what I mean? So, I mean, Tim Brown, they can speak on it, but like I said, they should be speaking on it as soon as we all see it, you know what I mean? Like, we're for some reason, it seems like they're bringing up shit that I've been talking about for a month or two now, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know what else to tell them outside of what I've already spent hours and hours of speaking about to everybody, so... For the most part, I mean, like I said, the team has to be able to play together. The offense looks better. The defense can only be better if they play together. Outside of that, it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, that is a good counterpoint, as far as pointing out that the chemistry between Jimmy G and Devontae Adams is not there yet, obviously, but all the while, because, obviously the NFL, like any other sport, has a next man up mentality. All the while, throughout the offseason program, Aiden O'Connell has been building up this chemistry with Devontae. So, given that, I hate to say it, but it is rather likely that Jimmy G at some point will suffer an injury and could very well be sidelined at least for some amount of time. That would suggest possibly that Aiden O'Connell, if he is next in line, as far as the depth chart is concerned, he will have already, established that chemistry and might be able to, sustain the offense, especially if, Jimmy G does have the offense playing at a high level, and then due to injury, the concern right away might be that, the offense might not be able to stay at the level it was. But
dude, you might have so many different possibilities that could happen too. Is like what if Devontae likes Aiden's balls better? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like physically, literally. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, like, if he if he likes the way he throws the ball to him better, then he's gonna be better off. Versus, like, say Jimmy gets in there, he's like, oh, hey, I played with the Niners, the Patriots, like I'm the dude. But maybe he doesn't gel with Devontae, and gelling with Devontae is gonna be big time here, I think. And I'm not even gonna lie, I feel like that could be determining your job or not, dude. Because again, I say Aiden has so many, like, so much of an advantage already. Even not having pads or things like that, he's been able to throw. Fucking, I lunatic, I swear. You know, like at the same time, it's like freaking. Like I said, he can just be gelling with them a lot better than Garoppolo may ever do. Doesn't matter about his injury or not, you know. And I've said, like, Aiden's a firecracker, bro. Like, he wants to. Like, he's that dude that sits on your side wanting to do what you're doing, you know what I mean? And he wants to do it just as good, if not better. So for me, when he's throwing balls to fucking Devontae and he's getting those reps and then he's getting that, you know, that chemistry with the team as they're going, then to have to step back and let Jimmy get it, he's probably not going to like that shit. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. Like, you might see the competitor in him. And that's why I've said numerous times, like, you may see a point where in practice that they fucking pull, that they pull frickin', that they pull frickin', Jimmy from the game for a day, dude, and let Aiden go roll with the ones. You know what I mean? So that's all I would say is he said maybe he likes Aiden's balls better. Fucking fast, bro. I mean, hey, that's all I'm saying. So, nah, but that, and at the end of the day, in all reality, dude, fucking, the reality is that if Aiden's already getting in there with them, dude, we could use $23 million to build the team. So at any given time, dude, even if Jimmy's the backup, who gives a shit, dude? If you can't cut him and do it, who cares? $23 million, that's cheap anyway. So if he stays on there and Aiden gets hurt or something to the factor, and that's what you're resulting back to is Jimmy at the end of the season for wins, he might be able to pull it off. So at the end of the day, if Jimmy's the backup dude and that's just how it works, then what is there to lose? You know, I'm just saying, like, if Aiden's ahead of him, I don't want to be playing this, oh, let's wait till next year shit, because I've said there's too many good quarterbacks coming up in this next year's draft, and we need to make damn sure that if our quarterback ain't now or have the chance to develop and know what his developmental is, then we need to get you a quarterback this upcoming year ASAP, dude. Al said, let's pull lunatics emails. Fuck, get out of here. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you know, unfortunately, the one thing I would say as far as the Garoppolo O'Connell situation is that it would be great if, you know, money weren't an issue. Like, you know, you just looked at, you know, on-field capabilities, or, you know, just how, you know, guys operated with other teammates and to, you know, just build a better guy. Unfortunately, money is an issue. And the fact that, yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for joining us.
What were you saying, Jeff?
Yes. Well, I was just saying that, you know, I think unfortunately it's really gonna, you know, it's probably gonna be impossible for Aiden O'Connell to at least start, you know, get the starting job week one, just because, you know, Jimmy G was their big free agent quarterback move. So obviously the Raiders are gonna want to, you know, try to prioritize him as much as possible. Otherwise, they would probably, you know, making the money that he's making to be a backup, and that's, you know, that really wouldn't make any sense. So, unfortunately, and of course, you don't want to wish injury on anyone, but realistically speaking, I don't think we're going to see Aiden O'Connell in any kind of meaningful gameplay until Jimmy G goes down. So, yeah, I mean, you know, obviously the Aiden O'Connell, the prospect of Aiden O'Connell, you know, it's tempting to think about, and he could very well be the long-term solution. And when you think about, you know, Jimmy G's contract, he does have that potential out after the 2024 season. So that being the case, it is possible, I suppose, for, you know, the Raiders to sort of view Jimmy G as like an intermediate solution, not necessarily long term, and they could ultimately part ways with them, especially if, you know, I guess by the time 2024 rolls around, Aiden O'Connell's really picking up steam. And, just I guess sort of like the situation in San Francisco where, it's due to injury, a guy like, comes off the bench, who's obviously his backup, and starts to play really well, then Jimmy G might get the short end of the stick. But like I said, I think for now, Jimmy G is going to be the starter. And because of that, as Tim Brown said, we should really be focused on, as far as, trying to pick up what we can out of training camp, how that chemistry is looking between Jimmy G and the Raiders, obviously most potent offensive weapon in Devontae Adams. AJ, was there anything you wanted to add? AJ?
What's the topic?
We were
Wait, can you hear me?
generally the topic is what?
Hey, that's fast, lunatic. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, wait, what's the topic? My bad.
Oh, good. It's basically
Okay, cool. What's the topic that we're on?
Yeah, basically the topic is.
I deleted
Tim
it
Brown.
already. My bad. It's the Tim Brown conversation.
Yeah, it was basically like Tim Brown voicing his concerns. I don't know if you heard that he basically was interviewed and he talked about why he's at least worried to some extent about certain things, as far as the current status of the Raiders, namely, as I just mentioned, the lack of chemistry right now between Devontae and Jimmy G, because obviously, Devontae has not been able to catch a single ball from Jimmy G because obviously Jimmy G has been sidelined up until what we expect to be the beginning of training camp in a couple of days. So, did you want to give your thoughts on what you heard from Tim Brown, or that in particular, or do you have any thoughts on any of that?
Man, I understand Tim's concerns as well, but man, there's a lot of questions in the air right now. There's a lot that we still need to find out about the health of this team. There's a lot I need to find out of who's gonna be the week one starters, and also there's a lot going on with Jacobs. Man, it's we're in a whirlpool of drama like we've been for the past 3 years, man. But man, we're just been in a whirlpool of drama. So it's been this all year. I'm getting somewhat used to it, but it's it'd be nice to just have a quiet off season,
Right.
Fuck, if we had a quiet off season, we'd be having stories like the Raiders fucking drafted elephants, dude. Straight up, dude. You can't give this fan base a fucking off season. You give them a quiet off season, they're gonna be like, yep, they just fucking found aliens in the locker room. Swear to God, fucking lizard
I'd rather have an elephant at right guard than Alex Bars. I'm gonna just be honest. And an elephant wouldn't allow 3 sacks. 5 sacks, man.
Well, hopefully they take care of that this year, anyways.
Yeah, and obviously, that among many other things, the sort of the O-line depth chart and how that shakes out. Watch this training camp, because obviously, this coaching staff has some decisions to make at that position group, as well as so many others, and that's like I said, what we could anticipate to see progress as we begin training camp in just a few short days. But speaking of, as you point out, AJ, drama that surrounds this team throughout this offseason. I know we talked about it a lot, but with the Josh Jacobs situation as it stands, Josh Jacobs obviously claiming that he will not, or reportedly claiming that he will not report to training camp until some sort of deal that is satisfactory to him is reached between him and the Raiders. Given all of that, as the theme of our thumbnail for today's show suggests, or I guess sort of poses a question, this could very well open up a door or a huge opportunity for the likes of other running backs on this depth chart. As we discussed, I believe earlier this week, this running back room, sort of one of the strengths of it is the depth, right? Is that there's a handful of options, guys who not only have experience in the McDaniel system, but um, are somewhat multifaceted. Obviously we saw the likes of Amir Abdullah, for example, make like a big reception in that week one game against the Chargers for a touchdown. Obviously we have a guy in Brandon Bolden who, has experience with McDaniels, especially in a pass catching capacity. So that could be elevated a lot, especially if Josh Jacobs is not going to be with the team, at least, to start training camp. So why don't we just go around the panel and talk about our thoughts, especially when it comes to not necessarily Jacobs, but the whole running back situation in general. Like, do we think, for example, that Zamir White will become the bell cow? Could we see him as an 1,000-yard rusher this year, or will it be more by committee? What do you guys think, Sergio? Why don't you go first?
He'll always be 1,000-yard rusher, but he'll never be a 1,500-yard rusher like last year. He won't even get close.
I mean, it's like I said, like right when this week started, like it's gonna get uglier and uglier by the time the day goes, just until he either signs the tag or there's a magical contract or there's no signing of anything and he's just gonna sit out. And I mean, like, the fan base is now fighting. This is the new Derek Carr situation. Everyone's fighting each other over it now. And I mean, like, I even like made a post, like I researched it. Like, it's not like you go from like most touches and then you collapse because you stop getting those touches. It's that it's something that, like I keep saying, is when you're given the ball that many times in one season, the team is either going to make sure that you're not giving the ball that much. Like, these are the top three scenarios. The team's either going to make sure you're not going to get the ball that much anymore. Your body can't handle that anymore. Or the team overall, like, improve to where you're not, like, overfed. And by average, for, like, the past 12 years, like, a running back after getting that many touches, like being overfed the ball that much, they're either injured, they don't play that well, or the team just doesn't give them the ball anymore.
Right.
It's happened once or twice in that span where their numbers didn't change that badly. But I do expect Jacobs to, like, in just scrimmage yardage, like, he might have no more than, like, 1,500 or 1,400, and most of those yards are just going to be rushing because they're going to give the receiving yards to someone else. And that's if, like knock on wood, like, he's just healthy. Like, I believe he's going to be the healthy ones. But if he's not, then I'm not going to be surprised either way, because I mean, just history shows when you're overfed the ball that much and then you try to repeat it, it goes bad. And it's happened to players like Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. Like, it's happened to multiple top-tier players.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So so something we were touching upon, I believe, just on this past Wednesday, was that you look at, obviously, although it was a small sample size, the stats, especially rushing wise, of Zamir White last year. Although he only had 70 yards on 17 carries, that boils down to 4.1 yards per carry, which obviously that's not all pro numbers. That's not elite by any means. But it's solid. It's definitely, obviously if you extrapolate, 4 yards per carry, that can get you, in theory, to a 1,000-yard rusher. And if we're talking about, running back,
dude, that boy had 70 yards, bro. He had fucking 70 yards. Hey, that boy had 70 yards.
Well, yeah,
Like
Zamir.
that guy. They shouldn't even have brought up the average per yard. He don't even have enough carries, let alone enough yardage to even talk. I mean, one game could have been 20 yards. He could have had 20 yards in one game, and in the other ones he could have had one fucking yard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But if he went out and had, fucking 200 yards or something to the fact, I think it'd be worth saying. But he ain't even got that. And I think if they do
I
switch
wouldn't
off,
hype the guy up.
if they switch off the backs, I think they would go running back by committee because you got a plethora of backs in the backfield. You're gonna have frickin' Sincere, you got Brenton, you got Austin, you have Zeus, you still have fucking Amir, Bolden. I mean, there's fucking 10 other backs back there still. You have Johnson. I mean, if it was me, I'd probably try to find someone between Sincere, Brenton, Walter, and Zeus. I'd try to go young and then run two backs out of those guys and see where the hell it ends up. Because, I mean, Bolden's, 30, 31 years old. He's older on the end of his deal. Like, you're going to try to put him in there and go get a bunch of carries? Like, that ain't going to happen. So, I mean, shit, dude, even if you get 4 yards per average and then the other guy's at 4.5 or 3.5 and 4.5, like, you're still going to end up at 4 yards per carry. So I think it'd be worth.
If they want to keep Amir Abdullah, I mean, they're gonna have to cut Bolden. Like, I don't know why they're just not at this point. Because if they have Bolden and Amir at the same time, they're gonna have two starting backs that are over the age of 30. Like, at that point, you're really just taking away like the young backs' opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's just more for the back or for the camp, so somebody doesn't get injured or something. And then if somebody takes off, I mean, if Walters and them show up in year 2 the same way that they showed up in year 1 in preseason, there's no way you're just going to be able to look by them, because sooner or later somebody's going to be like, hey, that dude keeps popping up, man. We're going to come get him from you. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying is like if Austin Walters or fucking Sincere or Britton or anybody goes out there and has another good year out there, and from preseason last year to this year, somebody will pick him up off of our roster if he's not on the active roster. So that's why I'm just saying, like, I've said this the whole time. I hate repeating myself. I hate that I keep saying it, and then nobody's gonna acknowledge it until it happens. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Dustin. Oh yeah, you're fuck." I said, get rid of that for last year, dude. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's the difference between me and every other Raider fan is, like, I know numbers, man. The numbers don't lie. His base number overall and average is showing that he's 1,000-yard back, dude. It's nothing different than anybody else. I mean, I literally just said, what was it, Stevenson and Harmon, dude, or Stevenson and Harris, dude. I mean, he had 990. You know what I mean? 929. So it's not like they can't get the yards on anybody else. So for me, like I've said the whole entire time, I think Josh just like I'm not even gonna keep going over it. I don't really even give a shit. I would roll with
don't worry, Dustin. This weekend is gonna be the last time we're gonna talk about it, because after this weekend,
yeah, right. He's gonna sign, dude. This fool's gonna sign the tag, bro. On Monday at fucking 4 p.m. He's gonna sign that damn tag. And then he's going to fucking come over here and play, and then he's going to bitch about it all year. And then everybody's going to be talking about, oh, he signed the tag, is he still going to sit out? Because he can sign the tag and still sit out. There's nothing that says that he can't. He's just on the franchise tag at that point. So, and if he signs the tag, he can demand a trade and then force his agent and have to force them to trade him. I mean, so we're just getting started. That's all we're doing. We're just getting started with the drama. That's all. He ain't sitting out all year. There's no way in hell he sits out all year. And why wouldn't he sign the tag? He has nothing to lose. If he signs the tag, he has nothing to lose. He don't have to play either way. The only difference is if he signs the tag right now, he can keep playing this bullshit drama game. If he doesn't
I don't
sign
believe
the tag,
Jacobs would sit out for the year. He is. I do strongly believe he's going to sit out during training camp Because
yeah, and the only way he can sit out during training camp is if he signs the tag.
yeah, and with whatever's going on with Barkley, I mean, Barkley just straight up said it out loud, like he's threatening to not even play the year, which is
Bye.
crazy. Like the Giants are dealing with a crazier situation compared to us.
I'd be like, bye. I'd tell Saquon, have a good one. Like, that's the
It's
problem.
probably
Like, that's the problem. It's going to be some other back, dude. I keep saying this over and over, dude. Let Jacob sit out. Let Walters or Britton get a chance on that line and see if they give it back. There's dudes that let Sincere get a chance at it. There's dudes that's in their blood that's like, hey, once I get it, you're not getting it. Like, and it don't matter what your name is. So that's why they have
one
the
thing.
fucking.
And this is the weirdest problem, right? This is the weirdest problem to me personally, right? So there's that, like, there's the one side of Raider fans that like don't support like anything. Like they feel like, oh, we're just gonna have a losing season either way, right? What's wrong
that's
with
basically
being the
90% of
starting
the
running
fan
back
base.
if you strongly believe we're gonna have a losing season anyway? Right?
They're probably
Like,
going
that
to
last
say
part
that
again.
I
that
would
was
love
our
to
own
see
17.
what the other running backs can do, but no one else wants to see what the other running backs can do. It's
It
just
don't matter
just
what
score
they
a run.
want. They don't own the team. Like, that's the good thing about not listening to other fans, because they don't own the fucking team. So I can give a shit what they think.
Oh man, we scored
Like,
a
that's
run.
the thing I think about all the time. It's like, okay, you want to be negative? Oh well, I don't care.
We done
Like,
took
that's
the
the
lead.
thing people ask all the time. Why don't you comment back in them posts? Like, I don't give a shit. That guy can say whatever the hell he wants. I'm not gonna waste my time on them. You think Ziegler over there reading Raider posts and fucking Instagram and fucking YouTube? No, he can give two shits, dude. Like, he don't care.
Milka Beasley. They said right now Zamir is the one getting the reps.
Yeah, I mean, the question will be who's the backup. It's Zamir is what the question is going to be.
We know Abdul is the third down
But
back.
I said, like, just let Sincere, Walters, Brown, and Zeus go at it and see who the best two are. Like, that's what I would do.
Yeah, because if Jacobs is going to sit out or we're going to eventually trade him, we got to figure out who the power back is. Because it seems like we got the receiving back already settled. We just got to figure out who the next power back is.
Dude, and they're already even talking about that. They may even sign fucking Dalvin Cook, dude, and they're even thinking that Josh could end up in Miami, dude. Like, that's where they are thinking his destination will be is Miami. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, fucking, that's what I said. I said this a while ago about Dalvin Cook. I said I'd sign that fool, man. Like, they'll take him from outside and bring him to the inside, dude. He'll fucking run right up the gut, dude, guaranteed. So,
and I know that people are concerned because he's more injury prone, but I think the running back by committee would benefit him a lot more.
Damn right, and he's way better scat back than fucking Jacobs would ever be. So, and I've said it. Go put Jacobs on a different team behind a different line. He's not going to be the same player. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey guys,
if you put him in Miami,
this hotel is fire.
Waddle, he's not going to get that.
Yeah, I know. It looks
too busy
pretty
throwing
fire.
the ball.
Say again.
I said if you're going to put Jacobs on a team where there's Tyreek Hill and Waddle, they're going to be too busy throwing the ball.
He ain't going there. You think they're going to give up the draft capital? There's going to be a team out there that's hurting for a halfback that's willing to give up the draft capital. Like,
well, no, because you said Miami. That's why I'm just like.
No, I know. I just said Miami because people are pushing.
To give it up.
Dude, they said the Vikings. They say Miami. They say fucking every good team. The Bills. Fucking, they're saying every goddamn good team. But you got to remember. They got to have the draft capital, and why would we want to go trade up our first round? Go trade up our first round for first round 30th overall, you know?
They have the capability to trade up, though.
Right behind me. Say again?
The Dolphins have the capabilities to trade up. They're somewhat set.
Melka Breezy, dude, like Devontae Booker was good that year, bro. I was thinking him too, man.
He was, yeah.
Pretty good 2020? Yeah, that fool smashed
2020, he was a good back behind Jacobs.
Yeah, he popped it. He was the best backup halfback we had in a while, dude. Like, he played really good to him, but That's all I say. We're not going to know until they get to camp and let them start playing. And like I said, you don't even know. A player can pop up, dude, and just take the hell off. It happens all the time, dude. In the NFL, it happens all the time where you'll have a starting back, dude, and then a guy gets drafted, ends up peaking, they end up trading him, dude. It happens all the time. I mean, it's not uncommon that dudes get outplayed and then get traded, or a dude's cheaper and he ain't going to be asking for, fucking 10, 12 million. I've said it 100 times. I think Josh is just counterfeit, bro. Like, Josh just came up numerous times about talking about, oh, I play on the deal. Oh, I'm not about the money, and my money works for me already. Like, he's just full of shit, dude. And that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't, at the end of the day, you want to be real, just be real. And, he talks about, oh, I lived in the car, this, that, the other. Well, you're not being straight up, bro. Like, you seem like you're being counterfeit. Like, if we were in jail, you'd be telling me one thing and then telling that guy another thing. Like, that's exactly what it feels like you're doing, because the way that you're fucking talking about it, and then now the way that you got your, like, the stuff that everybody else is bringing up, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I just feel like he's not true to who he said he was going to be. So for me, I would pass on it. And I've been saying this the whole time, and I've been saying that he's counterfeit. I've been saying that he's contradicting his words, dude. He's playing this drama fucking game. I've even said, like, I've spoke about it hell of times. Like, why would he sit out when he's going to make $10.8 million, which is almost just as much as the equivalent of what he's made in 4 years? Fuck no, he ain't sitting out. He's going to play this game all the way to the end, hoping that they're going to get the contract. Then he's going to get the fucking sign the tag just so he can go into the season, because I've said this. The reason he signs the tag is at the 17th, nobody can offer him a contract till the end of the league year. So he can't even talk to any person or anything about a contract till the end of the league year, and then we still own his rights. So he's not sitting out, man. Like, his agent's going to tell him, sign that contract on the 17th at fucking 4:30 p.m. and fucking we'll go into the season, and then you'll still sit demanding the contract. That's exactly what they're going to do. I mean, this is the thing about football and people of his stature. They're not missing a year. Saquon's garbage anyways. I said it, dude. That guy gets one big play a fucking game, and he gets 56 yards, and then he's a 2-yard halfback after that. Like, I don't give a fuck about Saquon. I've even said he's the wrong guy asking for the money. So is he a good player when he's out there? Yeah, good. But again, this is my point. He's a player on a team that has fucking nobody, dude. Like, of course he's going to be the best damn dude out there when he's getting the ball all the fucking time. So I don't know. I'm not a Saquon Barkley fan, dude. So I don't care. So, I mean, at the end of the day, for me, I already know what Josh is going to do. I've been saying it the whole time. I know this fucking guy it's a joke. It's just going to keep playing this way. And it may get to the point where, like I said, I've said this like 2 weeks ago. I said I would straight go to Josh Jacobs, tell him, you want 12 million, you don't take 12 million, then sign the fucking tag so we can trade you. That's exactly what I'd do. Because at that point, the conversation's invalid anymore, dude. Like, we all know, dude, that they're not going to keep a guy here till they're 30. We know that fucking they're going to switch off of them for these dudes in the backfield. I've said they didn't draft nobody. They didn't pick nobody up. They didn't get nobody in free agency. They like the halfbacks they have. They're in. You know what I mean? Like, they're in. So eventually it's going to be 2 backs, and it's going to be somebody out of those motherfuckers. Like, that's a given. Like, it's a given, dude. Like, they're writing on the motherfucking wall when your halfback has the possibility of them not signing, which everybody knew. It's not like they were just like, fucking me. Hey, Josh couldn't sign and play the game. Like, they know that there's the possibility he doesn't. So that's all I'm saying. They didn't even think about it. They don't care. Like I said, checkmate, motherfuckers. Get over it. Fucking move on.
I'll give the hugest credit to Ziegler if, like, Monday, because I know Monday, if either way, if Jacob signs the tag or not, everyone's going to freak out because they're like, oh, they're serious. They're not going to give him a contract at all.
Hey, he said he wasn't. He said it from day one, dude, that he wasn't giving him a contract, that he needed to run it back. He said it from day fucking one. Everybody else just thinks that everybody else just thinks that they speak for them. You know what I mean? Like, That's the whole thing is like Ziegler don't got to come out and re-speak again or revalidate himself to anybody. Like he already knows what he told him. He said he wasn't going to give him a contract. People are like, oh, it's going to come down to the wire. They don't even have the money. They don't even have the money. In order to give him the contract, somebody's got to be traded, restructured, fucking somewhere. The money got to fucking come from somewhere. So that's all I'm saying is like, I don't know what more fucking. If they had $2 million, dudes would still be saying that we're going to be giving them a contract. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
at the end
hey,
of
it's
the
kind of
day,
similar to how like me questioning how they're gonna give over 20 million to Barkley when they spent all the money on Waller and their
they're
defense.
not, dude. They even said that they didn't even offer him 13 million. So if the Giants said that they didn't even offer him $13 million, where the fuck did $17 million come from? You know what I mean? Like that story is straight bullshit, dude. Like they already said it straight up. So I just think a lot of people are talking a lot of bullshit, period. Like I said, they ain't even gonna give him more than Henry. I've been arguing the debate the whole entire time. How in the fuck are you gonna give him more than Henry when he's the best back? McCaffrey's contract came under a whole different circumstance, dude. Like that's the whole thing. People ain't fucking taking how they got it, how he got his. They're just like, yep, Josh is better. No, he's not. I said it hella times. No, he is not. I've proved it. I've talked about it. They don't give a fuck about your biasness. They don't care if you're biased about your player. They're not. That's why they run the team. You don't. You know, at the end of the day, he's only worth what Ziegler wants to give him. Not what a fan decides or somebody out here decides. It's what Ziegler decides. Because guess whose office it is? It's his. Guess whose job it is to lose? His. Like, he ain't asking nobody else. That motherfucker might bring up, hey, do you want him here? Yeah, all right. Well, let's get it on this contract, you know. So that's all I think is too many people are speaking out, dude, for other people when they've said it hella times already, dude. Like, I keep saying this. We've heard it from them a few months back. Dudes are going to be surprised on Monday, like, oh, it's so shocking he didn't do it. The motherfucker told you 2 months ago he wasn't doing it. So I don't know what shocking is. The part is that half the fucking fan base is just too damn dumb to fucking remember it or it just acknowledge it. I think it's just acknowledging it because I'm pretty sure they're very aware of it. They just don't want to acknowledge it. That's what it comes down to.
So if the Raiders do decide to trade Jacobs, what exactly? I guess I'm just sort of asking aloud here. What do you guys think the trade market is for him? Because I've seen things like, you know, I've pretty much seen a second round pick is what the Raiders would get from him.
That's what I think they'll get is a second. I've been saying that for fucking the whole time.
I don't know when's the last time a running back got traded for a first.
Right, that's what, especially a veteran, you know, because then you have, as the team getting the running back in the trade, you have to make the same decision that the team that's shipping them out doesn't want to make, which is, you know, are you gonna pay him? Are you going to give him the long-term security, as well as probably a good deal of guaranteed money that he's looking for? Which is, you know, honestly, that's my issue with the Dalvin Cook thing is that, you know, we're talking about a veteran running back who's going to want to get paid and who's more injury prone than Josh. And I'm not saying that you necessarily should pay Josh, but if you're not going to pay Josh, then I don't see the point in paying Dalvin either because, you know, he has his injury issues as well.
Dalvin's probably going to take $8 or $10 million and not argue about it. There's a big difference.
But is it going to be like when you – because –
And I bet you if we look up Dalvin's stats right now, I'm pretty sure he's not slouching in the stat department at any means. So
well, I already checked.
I'm pretty sure he's got good run, good pass, dude.
He's at his most consistent when he's in a running back by committee.
Yeah, with Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna do that with Zeus right now. So like again, it's gonna favor him big time. And I'll bet and mark it right here on this show. If they get him, they're going to take him from running him on the outside, and they're going to move him to the inside. Mark it, dude. He'll go right into the zone. Guaranteed, man. Dalvin will change. They'll change the way he plays, and it's going to benefit him here. I promise you it will. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, like you really can't doubt the talent of Dalvin Cook, and if it weren't for injury concerns, I don't think the Vikings would have parted ways with him. But my other issue with the Dalvin Cook situation is that even as a trade option, if he's willing to take under 10 million, are the Raiders?
Josh ain't taking 10 million. He would have fucking already signed. Why didn't he sign the tag then? If he would take 10 million, why didn't he sign the tag? You get 10.8. You know what I mean? He should have hopped right on that bitch. Like, hey, no problem. Like, they already know there's no money there. He's not dumb. His manager ain't dumb. It's not like they're just sitting over there. It's not like Ziegler got money in his right pocket and he's only showing you what's in his left. They can look it up online. Like, they know exactly what money's on the table. So it's not nobody's lying. And this is even validates it even more that he's not doing this. If that's the case and he's willing to settle at $10 million, why wouldn't he ride the tag this year at 10.8, which is more than what he's going to make, and he gets the contract no matter what next year anyways. So it's like he gets a bump in pay right now at 10.8, and then next year he gets a 3-year at 10 per year, $30 million contract. I mean, then why wouldn't he be signing right now? It's not. He wants more than that, dude. These guys are greedy motherfuckers. He's got Saquon over there in his fucking ear telling him, like, bro, you just rushed for all these yards. And he's probably putting into the mind of him, like, hey, if you go back there, they're going to down your yards. Like, everybody knows what's going to happen. Smart football players know, and smart analysts know Josh's shit going down, dude. He is not even coming close to those numbers, dude. And there's a lot of reasons. I've said it, dude, that Josh will fucking make sure he doesn't get it on numerous reasons. One, so you don't have to pay him no fucking 15 million a year. He'll get him where he needs him to be at the 1,000, 1,200 mark, dude. Like, they're gonna control his snaps, dude. I keep saying it. It doesn't matter the snaps or not. If the average of 4 yards, 4.2, 4.5, 4.8, I don't care. I did it right here numerous times. Give him 7 yards per carry. He's not eclipsing those numbers, so it's just not happening. So I don't understand why people don't understand that. Josh understands it. That's why he's advocating for it for so hard, dude. Like, and that's probably why he's going to sign the tag and advocate for a trade, because he's going to bank on another team being desperate to give him that money. And Josh don't give a fuck if he's going to get a championship. He just cares that, hey, I can go over here for 4 fucking years. I'm going to end up like Barry. He's looking at it like Barry Sanders, dude. Like, I can come over here, play my ass off, get the yards, no championship, still make the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if he could get the Super Bowl here, he would do it, but he's not going to lose out in the money either. I mean, the guy already showed that he's counterfeit, dude. Like, he's already showed. He said, I'll play on the motherfucking tag. I'll play on it. Get the fucking players. Get the people. They've done it. It's not like the little bit of money that Josh is rendering, like you can just go out and sign big-ass names. It's not like Josh McDaniels and Ziegler could have went out and signed like 7 other elite players. Like, they took the money, they used it to the best that they could, and gotten crazy depth. The team's way better around as a team. And Josh over here now saying, well, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for the next guy. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. You know, like, enough's enough at a point. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, it doesn't matter. I keep saying about his yards. I said about the Seattle game. His fucking yards are fucking, they're straight misconceived massively. Salute, Holly. Appreciate you.
Salute, Holly, coming in.
Yeah, his numbers are miscued massively. I mean, we can go back into the games. We can go over it, and we can talk about it and show and prove it. And prove it. People don't want to think about how he only was running at 120, 140 yards at the end of that game. Derek calls the audible, gives him the yards, and people are like, oh, see, he's over 200. He's done it once in his career, dude. One time in his career. Derrick Henry's done it 6 fucking times. He's tied the NFL record, bro, and he's probably going to do it again. Like, Jacob's been here for 4 or 5, going in 5 years. He's only done it once. You know, it's not like he's just going to break out tomorrow and go for 200-plus yards. Like, dude, it doesn't matter. Like, the receivers, tight ends, and players are going to say otherwise. So at the end of the day, I don't know why they keep talking about it. I don't know why they keep bringing it up, because it's just like they say, it's the same conversation, man. It's the same conversation. Josh Jacobs didn't win us no more games than what we already did. We won 6 fucking games. There's Derek Carr won games, Devontae won games, Jacobs won games, numerous that Mac Hollins won the one game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not Jacobs' eliteness that got those games. I've told you like fucking 5 games that he's been shut down in and been stalled behind when he could have got those wins, dude, and he didn't. He didn't get the first down. He didn't get the overturn of downs, nothing. He just give up the ball. Then go back down, our defense gives up the game. I mean, offense can't be Derek Carr. Yeah, blame him all you want, but fuck, you got to blame the motherfucker that got the ball, too, to run for the first down and didn't do it in multiple games. So it's not like, oh, just Derek. Like, I'm not a fucking dumb fan. So, again, like I said, I've spoke on it 100 times. I've said it 100 times. I just don't think Jacobs is the dude, man. Like, I get it that people want to say, like I said, dude, if we, like I say, go give Dalvin the ball, give him the same circumstances, and see if he doesn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like injury plagues, and I've said it for 3 players in multiple years in a row of how Waller got his, how Renfro got his, and now how Josh got his. You know what I mean? Like, when the team gets to be consistent, where all the players are healthy, where you're only losing a guy here and there, you're going to see those numbers show the true color. And the reason it ain't going to shock me, because I already know the numbers. Like, that's the difference about people betting out, dude, in real life for money, and other motherfuckers thinking about betting money. Like, I already know the outcome, so I can call it a safe bet. Like, there's no doubt about it. But other people that are sitting here, oh, well, this, that, hey, listen, I don't care. I don't give a fuck how you want to justify. I don't care how you want to look at it. Just go take the base average of the number, dude. Pull it down. Hey, 4 years, dude. See where's consistency. People can't sit here and say, well, you can't do that because it's bullshit. You can't. 1 year plagued injury. Take that one away and look at the others and tell me, why are those so consistent? Why are those so fucking consistent? I'm going to tell you why they're consistent, because they had a team that wasn't fucking injury plagued in the offense like that, dude. Like, their team was more round based, dude, when he was in there doing those things. So that's all I'm saying is like, when Gruden played him, he played him at 250, 270 in reps, dude. Like, it doesn't take away. He's had 3.9 and 5 yards per carry. He's never been over it, dude. He's had 1,100 yards. Like, that's the thing, is like, that's why I hate even talking numbers with people. Like, you can't take away the number. If it's 270, even by fucking 8 yards, even if you just give him 8 fucking yards per carry, which is not going to happen. But even if you did that, you're still not eclipsing those type of numbers. That's why I just don't sit here and get in those debates or arguments, because we know that, I keep saying this, if we go through the fucking draft and Ziegler does not draft a halfback, and he knows Josh is in his contract talk and he declined his 5th-year option, like, this dude knows the story. He's writing it. Ziegler wrote the story, dude. Like, so for him to just be fucking dumbfounded to it is dumb as hell. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. He knows exactly what players are on his team. He knows exactly what they're about to do, and that's why he ain't worried about going and looking for one, drafting one, trading for one, even talking about one. And he's not even worried about Josh sitting down. He's like, yep, he'll be here. If not, oh well, fucking, that's just what it's going to be. Outside of that, who gives a fuck, dude? Like, I said, Josh. Like, I don't give a fuck about Josh, dude. Motherfucker touched the ball 340 times, 390 touches, and we're over here jocking this guy. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, that's the shit. I'm not fucking dumb to football, dude. Like, most dudes don't touch the ball like that. And dudes like Henry, when he did, it's because he got a quarterback like Ryan fucking Tannehill. Like, come on, man. Sit here and fucking say, I mean, whatever. It's just crazy. It's crazy thoughts. It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my whole thing with the Dalvin Cook situation is that, you know, because what I've read is that he's willing to take the deal at this point for less than $10 million annually. But to me, the key word there is annually, because, you know, as far as the Josh Jacobs situation goes, we don't exactly know the details. We don't know if any negotiations took place at all, but it does seem as though pretty much, contract talks died immediately because it was as simple as Rare's like, well, take the tag, or we're going to trade you, or you can hold
Daddy, I
out.
want water.
If that's the case, then I guess it's
I want
possible that Jacobs
cold
was,
water.
willing to play annually for something like 10 or 12 million.
No, this one.
But he wanted the long-term security. So, if the Raiders are not willing to extend that to Josh Jacobs as far as an offer, then who's to say that they do it for Dalvin Cook as well? Because to me, it's like they're almost they're in the same basic category, if you ask me. Veteran running backs who want long-term security, and between the two of them, you might as well stay with the guy who's been with the team for years now, who's less injury prone.
And they just shipped him down the road, bro. They just said, bye, bitch.
Well,
they didn't even bat an eye. They weren't even like, please stay. Please, here's some money. They're like, bye. Get on, Felicia. They don't give a fuck. They're not going to pay him. They don't want to pay him. They won't give him $12 million. They don't even want to be in the conversation of Saquon Barkley bullshit. They were like, bye, motherfucker. Someone else can fucking pay your ass. Like, we're not even going to go there. That's what we should do.
Point is that, my only point is that there's no point in paying Dalvin Cook then, because to me it's the same thing, right? It's like,
you just said out of your own mouth you would take under $10 million. So why the hell wouldn't you pay the fucking guy?
No. But what I'm saying is the key word to at least what I've read is that Dalvin Cook is willing to take $10 million annually. So is the issue?
I would give him $10 million all day. I'd give him $10 million all day long, dude. I've said it. Dalvin's not a slouch player, dude. Like, I'd give him $10 million all day long a year.
But over how many years?
Fuck, I don't give a fuck. Give him 3 years. Fucking 3 years, $30 million. Fully guaranteed 1 year, and fucking the other 2 fucking move around the money or get rid of them. Have options in it. I mean, he just came off an injury, a year ago? So, I mean, you can most definitely rewrite his contract to favor us massively. And it can fucking work out in our advantage massively. So, I've said Dalvin Cook ain't no slouch. He's a true scat back, dude, halfback. Like, he is a true scat back halfback, dude. So, like I said, for what we do and what Josh is doing, like, that dude would murder it here. He would murder it in this system, dude. Like, and that's why I'm saying they have him in the outside. They have him running on the outside, where I think they would switch him here because of the line and put him up in the zone, up the gut, dude. And I think it's going to change him massively. He's not going to get so much wear and tear on him getting to the outside and having to cut up and in, dude. Like, he's just going to be able to fall behind the line and push forward, and he's got the weight and the style to do it. And he can most definitely be the power back going forward. So, for me, if you're saying $10 million annually, dude, and I can get him for 3 years, dude, and try him out and see where he's at, I would do it right this second. Like, right this second. And I would tell Josh right now, sign that tag so we can trade you. Like that, I would tell him just that right now. Like, that would be good business. That's good business. Like, if Josh I'd tell Josh, you want $10 million 3 years? No? All right, get the fuck out of here. Like, straight the fuck up. So if we got one guy here that's already on it and you're not wanting to be on it, well, I'm not here to fucking debate shit. So when we get here to camp, I keep saying, you are a fucking problem at this point, dude. Like, you're a problem, and unless you're willing to work with us to not be that fucking problem, then I don't give a fuck what you say or what you're thinking. Ooh, I need this, babe. My bad. Oh, sorry.
What's that?
I know my shit's about to shut off, but that's all. All right, you're just going to have to wait till my shit charges up. But that's all I'm saying is like, for me, I like I've said, dude, go pull up his numbers. They can't be too far apart, dude. When you're looking at what we're trying to do as a team here, trying to build as a team, I've said it. I don't give a fuck what he thinks about his Look, at the end of the day, I don't care if his name's Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook, fucking any fucking guy, Kareem Hunt, fucking anybody. If he comes here and wins and gives us the best chance to win a game, then I'm all for it, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like I said, I mean the talent really can't be questioned with Dalvin Cook. I mean, over the same span, you know, since Jacobs has come into the league, comparing the two backs across the board, Dalvin Cook has been better production wise. But what we know about Dalvin Cook is that he's not the most durable. Like he's not a Derrick Henry in the sense that he's not going to be able to stay healthy throughout a full season all the time. So
Hey,
there's some
Dalvin's
risks.
got them to the playoffs. Dalvin's been 1,000 yards back, so he must be doing something right.
Yeah, no,
Josh ain't been 1,000 yard back every year. He's been injured. We can say the same shit about him. All we can say is he's played in the game and only got 20 fucking yards. Like, so is it relevant that he played the game or that he only got 20 yards in the game? I mean, I don't know if that's a good stat I would want to have. You know what I mean? So injury, just because he doesn't sit out doesn't mean it doesn't affect him on the field. And that's the shit I keep trying to tell people. Like, people are looking at it like, well, injury has to be when he's not there. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Elite halfbacks don't get 30 yards in a game. Like, elite halfbacks don't get shut down to a 50-yard game. Like, that's not why they're called elite, dude. It's not why dudes fear them. It's not why people fucking fear every time they face them, see them, come up against them. It's like, this bitch might go for 200 today. Not, oh, fuck, you ain't gonna get 30. If the other team gets 30 on you, dude, where you ain't getting but 30 yards, you got shut the fuck out. Like, shut out big time. So, like I said, I mean, they can talk injury about one injury is that he's not on the field, or one is injury he's on the field and is fucking sorry. His stats are showing up the same way even if he wasn't there. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. You can take it for whatever you want, but Dalvin at least wasn't there to hinder the team and had somebody else in the backfield to give him an option to at least be better. Jacobs don't even do that. He's greedy as fuck. He wants the ball every fucking time, injured or not. He'll go out there, run the ball for 17 times for fucking 40 yards or 50 yards, and he knows that he can't fucking do it. He knows that he's injured, but he don't want to give the ball up. That's not fucking being on the team. That's not being team first, man. Like, if you're hurt, sit the fuck out. Let these dudes play. But if you're so elite, why are you so worried that if you sit out, someone else gonna get your snaps? You worried they're gonna take your job? Like, that's what it seems like to me. It seems like you're worried that they're gonna take your fucking job. So I've always said I'm never worried if some motherfucker asks me to teach them what I know. I'll teach that fucker what I know all day long because he still got to go be me doing it. Like, not everybody got heart like that, so it doesn't matter if he knows what I know. He still got to go do it. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, man, frickin', yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Jacobs can kick fucking rocks for all I care. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Why is that 5%?
All right, well, it might be. Shut up, dude.
Yeah, my point was just that, like, I don't really see the point in paying either of those guys.
I mean, if we're trying to win, you're only going to come down to a few guys. What, Kareem Hunt or Dalvin Cook? I think I'm going to take Dalvin Cook. He's probably had more production, more time, better type all-around halfback. Like, when you're looking at $8 million or $10 million for whatever guy it's going to be, you're going to pick whoever the better guy is. And I keep saying it. I don't know what the issue with Dalvin Cook is. The guy, bring his stats up. I guarantee he's probably just, if not better. Like, he's probably had to have a better deal, and he's probably been more consistent than Josh has been. Like, there's probably no doubt, even with his injuries. So, I don't know, man. If Josh wants to be taken care of, bro, then he needs to go fucking sign his shit and quit playing fucking bitch games, dude, like women do. Like, if Josh wants to be taken care of, he should have had a fucking agent that did it for him and fucking went over there and fucking got the deal done for him. Like, that's the problem. Josh don't want to get the deal done. Josh wants to get paid. He wants to get paid more than what he's worth. Josh don't want to do it. I keep saying his numbers were way overinflated, and he's trying to cash on that shit, dude. It's like when somebody's like being at a casino and get fucked up on a number or something, but they called you and you're like sitting up there like, hey, I'm still going to try to collect. Like, that's what he's trying to do, dude. Like, at the end of the day, he's a 1,000-yard halfback. Like, at the end of the day, he's a 1,000-yard halfback, dude. He's not going to get no 2,000 yards. He's not going to hit 1,600 fucking yards. The team was massively injured in the offense and defensive side. Like, that, you can't just go giving away. We're not a welfare fucking team. I mean, believe me, I know we've been. I know we're like the government here giving out food stamps, but, like, we can't fucking be doing that shit, dude. Like, straight up. Shit, Cook can concede or work in this system. He's a fucking scat back halfback. Why can't he work in this deal? Like, he can catch the ball and run to the outside. Like, what is a wheel or a fucking drag across a fucking slant? It's all the same shit, dude. It's just a different name. Wants to have a prove it year. I mean, I've said that the whole time, Josh. I've said that the whole time when they came out. I said, Ziegler said straight away, dude. I said this months ago when Ziegler said it. I said, Ziegler said he ain't paying the motherfucker this year and he's not giving him a contract and he wants him to run it back and have a rerun to prove it. That's exactly what I said because Ziegler knows those numbers ain't going to come back the same way. And Ziegler will deal with them and give them it, but I'm willing to bet right now if Ziegler and Josh sat down and Josh said $10 million a year, like Ziegler would probably sign that shit this second. Like, they know it's some stupid ass shit where he wants 12, 13, 14. Oh, my numbers have done, you know, that's the shit he's trying to do. And that's all I'm saying. Like, Josh is the one that's already sitting here running it backwards, forwards, so on. He already had a prove it year, though. No, he didn't. He had an 800-yard season the year before. So, the hell did he have the prove it year at? Like, that's all I say. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about Josh. Josh ain't gonna determine our team. No more, no less. Bring him, don't bring him, don't care. Like, for me, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna argue or debate a dude that the Patriots have had success in their system for 20 years, running dual backs, just as equal yards to him. I mean, I said it, dude. Josh's deal is straight systematic, dude. It's not about Josh and his fucking numbers. I said it. I brought it up, dude, with the Patriots backs in the previous times that their two backs combined for 335 fucking reps. Josh Jacobs combined for 340. I said 4.6 yards. Josh averaged 4.9. How many yards did those two? 1,535. Josh got fucking 1,653. How many touchdowns? 20. Him 12. Like, it's systematic football. It don't matter he running the ball or two motherfuckers in New England running the ball, and Harris and fucking Stevenson, the numbers are the exact fucking same. It is the system that fucking does it, dude. Like, Josh, in the whole time he's played here with Gruden, he's never been over 250, 270. I think 270 snaps was the most he's ever ran with Gruden. So 270 touches, he only had 1,100 yards. That shit doesn't determine what he's done 4 times out of the time besides one. Like, that's the thing. People are just looking at shit and they're going, he did it once, but we're just going to negligate what he did the other 3 fucking times. Like, that's not how it works. It's not how averages work, dude. Averages don't work like that. They don't just jump to the highest one and be like, yep, that's what we're giving you. No, fuck, they're not. They're going to say, and this bitch, in 4 years, you had 1 year that exceeded over 500 more yards of what you've had, but the base of your average is here. This is where you've been at your peaks, dude. Like, that's the whole thing. You're not getting 340 fucking reps, dude. Like, our team is not going to be that hurt this year. Not happening. Cable is trash. That zone blocking scheme is trash. That's fact. I mean, it's fucking fact, dude. The power going through there, it's facts. It's facts, 100%.
As far as, this issue, obviously, because this all centers around the same problem of, you have a veteran running back who's on an expiring contract who wants long-term security beyond his, relatively cheap rookie deal. I really like how
I was going to say, the reason that Zeus didn't do it last year is because if anybody watched the football games last year and heard exactly what fucking Josh McDaniel said in the presser. Josh McDaniel said in the presser out his own fucking mouth at the fucking helm. He said, the only way anybody else getting snaps this year is if Josh gives it to him. He said it straight. The fucking coach said that out his own mouth. That's why Zeus didn't do it. That's why Derek Carr had more rushing yards than him. That's why fucking Jared Stidham had more rushing yards than him. Fuck, dude. And then it's him. Like, fuck, he's not even. He was the goddamn fucking. Whoa, DC with 24 carries for 102. Fucking Stidham for fucking 13 carries for 89. Fucking Zeus 17 for 70. Like, fucking, man, them guys, like I said, they weren't giving nobody the ball. And let's go be real about why Carr and them have it. It's breakdown plays. You know what I mean? It's like the plays are breaking down. That's why he took off. They didn't scheme Carr to go run those balls, you know? So the numbers speak for themselves. Like, he has to be able to get the ball in general to begin with. And if Zeus was even any good, they would have fucking gave him the ball. But I think still then, Josh wasn't going to do it. He wanted to have the year he was because – I think numerous things. One, he didn't have a fifth-year option that was on his deal, so he's like, now you're going to fucking pay me, motherfucker. So, of course, he's not going to give him. But ask him next year, go do the same thing in the year after. He's not going to do that. You don't have the purpose to do it. I said, like, the reason why these numbers show up always in contract years are sometimes the best years of a halfback. Like, and then after that, what happens? Fucking right off the deal. They're not all Emmitt Smith, and even Emmitt Smith is very rare as fuck, dude. It's rare. It's not. It's rare, like rare, like straight rare, like fucking like Cena unicorn rare.
Mine is at 4%.
All right, I'll give you Jack here in a little bit when mine's done.
Salute.
Yeah, I mean,
How much is yours?
Salute out. It's so hot in this motherfucker.
My whole thing is, I really like how the Lions, for example, have handled their running back situation, especially this offseason. I mean, you think about, they obviously they trade away DeAndre Swift before, they had to deal with contract issues with him, with his rookie contract expiring. They let Jamal Williams walk, who, drafted his replacement. I guess you call him Zamir. They're obviously like a really talented prospect in that Alabama running back. And they were able to get David Montgomery for only $6 million a year. So, the way I sort of look at that is that I'm hoping that if the Raiders, and with good reason, I'm not going to call them out for it, but if they don't feel like paying running backs, especially one who just delivered the best season by any running back last year, you might
Dude,
as
and
well.
they did that with two motherfuckers. They literally moved off two fucking guys, not one.
Right.
And it'd be arguable to say that they're probably two of the best in the league at the time. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Detroit's halfbacks were probably two of the best halfbacks in the league last year, and they just shipped both their asses for two dudes. One never even ran a game in the NFL ever, and another dude that was already struggling over in the Bears. Like, those fools had no problem to move off them. Like, hey, we'll fucking move. No problem.
I wanted it all the way.
What, all the way up? Oh, that's why I'm saying we're over here crying about, if Jacob stays, fucking poor fucking Jacob. Like, fuck Jacob, man. These motherfuckers straight shit both their fucking halfbacks out, fucking grab two others, and ain't even talking about it.
Not only that, but both of those halfbacks had 1,000 yards, and one of them led the league in touchdowns. And they just got rid of both of them.
Yeah, we're over here
Right,
like,
and-
don't go nowhere,
Right,
Josh, please.
To me, especially in this modern day NFL where, the running back market is the worst in NFL history that we've probably ever seen. The point to me is that you could have a running back who's the second coming of Jim Brown. And, the question could still be, is he worth the money, right? Because of the fear of injury, because of the fear of, him not being able to fulfill.
Hey, there's one of the workers.
How the Lions
Don't point.
seem to have
Don't
approached
point
the running back
Don't
situation
point
in
at them.
general in terms
Don't
of,
point at
cycling
them.
through running backs that are still in their rookie contracts or on cheap deals, and, sort of turning to the young guys. And, that's where I think, because you can only deal with what you have right now. I would have liked for the Raiders to have prioritized a running back in this draft because there were a handful to choose from, especially ones that were drafted later than their first pick. So they could have definitely snagged at least Jameer Gibbs, if not Bijan Robinson. But which obviously, in my mind, would make this whole Josh Jacobs situation moot. We wouldn't even be talking about this right now. But as it stands right now, if Josh Jacobs is out of the picture, I guess you have to turn to guys like I said, Zamir White, maybe Britton Brown, see what they're made of. But I just don't, like I said, I don't really see the point in paying Dalvin as opposed to paying Josh. And like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with paying neither of them for the reasons I just outlined. Alsgar, did you want to add anything to this topic? Because you just hopped in.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned in the past, guys. Everything has a market, right?
Right.
A toothbrush, a pen, a house,
Right.
a Raider hat, etc. And I think Josh needs to understand that there's a running back market. I think he needs to understand that hey, you're only going to get paid so much. Watch out for your kids, Dustin. You might get knocked out, dude.
He's over here yoking up, bro. Like
freaking swinging, dude.
I see, man, well, you're flexing on me. Oh, look, I can't see you on the camera, and you're flexing on me over here. Like, what's up? My kid over here straight flexing on me, dude. Look at her, just straight. Look at this shit. Like, what's up, motherfucker?
Dude, we need some.
You're already training her how to just be a Raider fan, just throw hands at anyone.
Exactly, just be aggressive.
She's already, dude. She's looking at the fucking lady next to her, like, what are you looking at? What?
Oh,
she's punching like an offensive tackle, dude. That's what she's doing.
God damn, I see her. She looks like one of them motherfuckers in fucking Britain, dude, where she's got her hands like that, and then she's just gonna turn it, fucking knock the shit out of you. Hey, I'd laugh at someone that come at me like that.
She has more energy. She has more energy than Chandler Jones last season.
Dude, she's got more energy by the time she wakes up and goes to sleep, dude, than he does. She ain't even mess around. This kid right here is like, whew.
Yeah, those are my general thoughts. Yeah, I was just gonna say those are my general thoughts. I think Ziegler checkmated him. You either play under the tag or you don't. Is he really gonna risk losing that amount of money? I don't think so, but I mean we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, what Jacob has said about this whole situation is that if you want me to come back and be the hero, which obviously means be the bell cow, pretty much have the lion's share of the carries, and really be a focal point of the offense as he was last year, then he would like to be compensated like that. So
yeah, but that's the whole thing, though. Like that statement right there alone has been shown Ziegler don't want to do that. So I don't know why he even keeps saying that statement, because he says, I want to be the superhero. Ziegler don't give you fucking superhero. Like, it doesn't matter if you say that. He don't want to give you that. So, and then to be like, oh, I'm going to be the bell. You're not going to be the bell cow. They're going to give frickin' Zamir 75 carries of yours, dude. Like, how are you going to get to 340 carries again in your career? You're not. Take away them 75. Guess what? Guess what the number comes out to be? I'll give you guys a second to do the math on it. It comes out to 270. At 270 snaps or carries, that's exactly his peak he's been at his whole time. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Superhero shit gotta go out the door, man. You're gonna be like both. You guys are both gonna be Robin, man. Like, there ain't no Batman here. Like, you both Robin. Like, that's what you are. So at the end of the day, like, that's the thing about it. He keeps saying superhero. Like, motherfucking Ziegler already told you ain't a superhero, bro.
Yeah, well, that's my thing. Like, so to me, because of that, if he were to remain on the team, you sort of have this, or if they don't decide to trade him at the franchise tag deadline, you're sort of in this situation where, like, if he's going to be a part of the team, and if him carrying the ball is going to be working a lot, it's going to be one of those awkward situations where if you're trying to move on from him or you're trying to prove that you can develop a running back committee situation, Josh is going to feel like he's the hero, whether he is the hero or not. So my whole point is that the onus is on the Raiders to really carve out or really try to figure out a running back committee outside of Josh Jacobs. Honestly, and if they plan to do that, they might as well trade him. They might as well communicate to him, all right, look, this is stupid. We're 3 days away from the deadline. Just sign it and we'll trade you. And I'm sure there's some kind of a market. Obviously with the non-exclusive tag, he tried to entertain other teams, I'm sure, and they didn't want to give 2 first-round picks to the Raiders for him. But
they laughed at that. They laughed. They're like, "Fuck! Wait till he signs the tag and we can get him for a second round."
Right.
They are giving you 2 fucking firsts. Like, fuck, this guy ain't Bo Jackson, dude. Like, he ain't Bo Jackson.
Right, which especially for a team that has a lot of issues that need correcting, and they're sort of in a kind of a rebuilding, retooling kind of a phase. Even a second-round pick would be a decent return, So, but like I said, it's still a matter of.
Like, here's something I was thinking a minute ago, right? So everybody keeps putting these posts up about Jacobs to Marcus Allen and all our halfbacks, right? Then they just did a list about the top 5 quarterbacks for the Oakland Raiders, and they have Derek Carr at number 1, right? Number 1, it doesn't mean he's the best quarterback. Derek Carr is only the best quarterback because of stat reasons. There's no way you can sit and say that Derek Carr's stat trumps 2 Super Bowls. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. The game is played for Super Bowls. That's what the game's played for. That's why they hit the Hall of Fame. That's why even in a short amount of time, they make it there because of those Super Bowls. That's a huge factor there. So to imply like Derek Carr is the number 1 quarterback for the Raiders, that's insane. Right. That's insane. This dude got 2 Super Bowls here with us, dude. Like, no, the fuck he is not. No, he's not. And there is no more than Josh Jacobs is. Josh Jacobs is not the number 1 halfback for the Raiders, dude. Not even close. Not even close, dude. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't matter how long a guy's tender's here. Doesn't matter what he does while he's here. Did he get any Super Bowl rings while he was here? Did he contribute to a 10-plus win season and go get a ring? No, he did not. No, he didn't. So, again, at the end of the day, man, they can sit here and talk about his yards. He didn't get wins with it. What's his record? His record just as bad as Derek Carr's. Like,
not only that, but I think people are forgetting the inflation of the stats, how people back then played 14, 13 games.
Right.
Meanwhile, Jacobs is playing 17 games.
Right, and also that due to injury, the way the game was back then, your career was not as long as NFL careers are now, because of the advancement of medicine, things of that nature. And also, when you're talking about stats, there was no West Coast offense. There were no high percentage throws. Either you're throwing the bomb or you're running the ball. So
heck, and back then people didn't put rules on defense, so you had to try to survive back then.
Right.
I mean, football players had regular jobs, dude. Aside from playing, football during the football season.
Yeah, I mean,
they put up just as big of numbers as dudes right now, fully fucking ready to roll doing it.
Back then,
it's like this. It's like the Michael Jordan LeBron conversation, right? The Michael Jordan LeBron
they didn't treat it like they were a celebrity. They treated it as if it was just a daily job.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people sit and say, so for instance, the Jordan and LeBron conversation. Everybody that talks about Michael Jordan acts like Jordan only played 6 fucking years and won all his rings in 6 fucking years. He didn't. He got his ass smoked before Pippen even ever got there, bro. Like, he got smoked on. He got eliminated every time in the playoffs, dude. Like, and then they're gonna sit here and say, in his 6-year span is better than LeBron's 21 of fucking consistency of breaking every record, every deal down the deal. He even has 4 championships inside there, dude. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you're valuing Michael's 6 fucking rings. So how in the fuck are you saying Derek Carr is the number 1 quarterback when you got a dude here that got 2 rings and another guy got 1? Like, it don't even make
Not
no
only
sense.
that, but MVP.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. Fuck, Derek ain't never even won a playoff game. Has never even won a playoff game. So whoever in the hell are doing these stats don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, they are dumb as shit. They shouldn't be doing stats. They shouldn't even be talking about stats, dude. Like, it's crazy. It's like the Democrat Party took over the stat line now, fucking putting out bullshit. Like, just straight putting out bullshit. Just straight
It's like,
bullshit.
here's a very good example. Where people were saying, like, did you know that either Jim or John, Harbaugh has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson? And then you just see comments that say, I bet you would rather have Bo Jackson, though.
Wait, what? Wait. John, one of the Harbaughs has more rushing yards than Bo
You did,
Jackson.
Bart. It is.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tom Brady has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
Yeah, but that's my point. The way that they're looking at how he got him and how Bo got him ain't even in the same realm. Not even the same conversation, dude. And same as Barry. Same as Barry. Like, motherfucker trying to compare himself to Barry when Barry's like, bro, I ran 80 yards or fucking 30 yards backwards to go 80 yards forward. Like, not even in the same conversation, dude. Like, way different type players. And that's why I hate when dudes are trying to compare a player to. How do you put a dude that's never even had one snap in the NFL to a dude that had a whole career? And then you're like, yep, he's going to be like him. Okay, like, I'm not taking your advice, dude, on that shit. Like, you want to say it and say that he has the same measurables, same tangibles, can probably end up down, but to sit there and be like, yeah, he's going to have to sit, no, hell fucking no. Hell no. You want to drink that or what? That's all I'm saying is I think people are just overinflating stat lines, dude, and it's just dumb.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of ways to lie with statistics. So
yeah, to lie about it, and then you get your fucking fan base arguing about it. They're fighting, dude. Dudes are going neck and neck on it. What did I say? I said this shit. I said this a long time ago. Did I not? I said it feels like there are Raider fans that have infiltrated this motherfucker, putting our shit and just straight causing chaos over here, dude. That's all they do. Derek Carr, oh, I'm such a Carr fan. I never heard you cry about Jacobs. I never heard you cry about Waller or Renfro one fucking time. But the second Carr's at, oh, it's like go down the ladder now. Just pick him down the ladder and defend him with every goddamn stick to the end. Like you defending him the same way you defended Carr. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Can't even do that. Can't even do that. They're not even the same types or equal type of players, and dudes are just holding on to 1 year motherfucker. A 1 year motherfucker. They're not sitting here saying like, man, this dude been producing for 7 years at the top of the NFL, at the best of the best. Man, I would argue that point. But motherfucking 1 year motherfuckers, and they're just like, yep, let's fucking hold on for dear life, you know. Salute, Dart. But that's all I'm saying, like, it's insane, and I don't even like talking about it. Like, Jacobs, dude, sign it or don't. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers say, like, oh, he's not getting justified, or they need to pay him. They're not going to pay him this year, so tough shit. $10.8 million isn't justifiable. Who gives a fuck if it's on the tag? Who cares if he has to show up to every single game? That's what, because you got to be fucking held the credibility, like he has to fucking be there. Like, is that the fucking problem? Is that the problem, man? Like, is that the problem, dude? I keep saying he's only made $11.2 million in 4 years. He gonna make 10.8 right now. Motherfucker's talking about not getting compensated, right? But then he's saying it's not about the money. But what is he worried about? Like 1.7 million? He's worried about $1.7 million. That's why he's not suiting up. That's why he's not signing it. No. The guy obviously wants more than $1.7 million.
And then there's
I think
also
at the end of
the
the day,
reports
1.7, he was passed by it.
That he wants more guaranteed money. So it's just contradicting after contradicting.
Yeah, it is. Every single time. And again, we've been talking about this sorry motherfucker for too long. Let's talk about something else. Like, it's the same conversation with this fucking dude over and fucking over and over. Talk about it on Monday when the motherfucker does or doesn't sign. Then you can keep talking about it.
Salute, Dark.
Right. I mean, this should be our last broadcast before the decision will be made
yeah,
either
you're
way,
right.
because the
You're
deadline
right.
will be on
We
Monday.
all hope it is.
I mean,
Well,
what is it? Tuesday?
well-
Tuesday's the big day, right?
No,
Tuesday?
Monday.
It's Monday because training camp
Alright.
starts on Monday. It's, what is it,
We
like?
could survive a few more days. I mean, we'll.
Hell, we ain't going live until then anyway, so we'll either talk about him signing or not signing, and then I'll be like, "Ha, I told you so, that motherfucker." He's
And then we're
counterfeit
gonna
as fuck,
predict
dude.
how the fan base is literally gonna kill each other over it.
Don't give a fuck about them. Go give them some knives. Let them kill each other so they can get it over quicker. So we can quit fucking talking about it. Like, I'll supply the knives. Just hit me up. I'll send you boxes. Tell me where you want to meet. I'll fucking be there, dude. Like, straight up.
We'll make a gamble system on it.
Like, goddamn, you guys want to do it in Vegas on the court? You want to go to Dallas, dude, and do it on their fucking field out front? Like, I don't give a fuck where you want to do it. Let's just get it over with real quick. Because this shit gets old as fuck. It gets so old talking about it, thinking about it. Just, it's old.
Yeah, okay. So the deadline is officially Monday,
Get 'em
so
with
the
the bat.
17th at 4 p.m. Eastern. So obviously before that will be before our show on Monday, so we will know either way, and hopefully we can sort of put this drama to rest. But so I guess
I feel like I'm gonna be sick on Monday. I feel like I'm gonna be sick, dude.
Yeah, we might all suffer burnout, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because we're gonna be talking about how that bitch signed the tag and now he's holding out on the tag. Like, why, dude? Like, I swear.
Okay, so moving on to a different topic. Al's Ghost, why don't you get us started on your topic of what you believe to be, or I guess what many believe to be, because Ziegler has said publicly
You gotta go poop?
Ziegler planning on rebuilding. Because as I
You want
just
to?
said,
We can go on soon and they
he
can
should
finish
have
the
been
show.
retooling, rebuilding kind of phase with this team, obviously, especially if they move on from one of their core veteran pieces.
You're gonna have to go home soon anyways. Mom's gonna want us home at 9 o'clock.
Al's Ghost, why don't you give us your thoughts on that?
I know Jeff can finish the night.
Yeah, I think it's well, this topic was actually inspired by the video that the Raiders dropped yesterday. I think it's called Homegrown. It's the second episode. I think they're doing a series in the lead up to this season in which they're breaking down the team building process. And it was pretty interesting just to watch Ziegler and hear him speak about his philosophy in terms of building the team. And I couldn't agree more with his philosophy, which is drafting as many players as they can, acquiring draft capital throughout the season so they could then execute in the draft. Right. So he talked about how making moves in August could pay off when you're making moves in April, for instance. And the fact that, he's focused on building homegrown talent, which is something that we lacked, for years. You take a step back, 2020 wasn't that long ago, right, guys? It was 3 years ago, but we have one surviving draftee from 2020, which is Amik Robertson. That's unacceptable. Like, you cannot build a winning program by just having one dude who was like a 4th or 5th round pick be the last surviving guy from only 2 or 3 draft classes ago. So hopefully with this draft class, Ziegler's able to, push the reset button, so to speak, and start, acquiring players that were able to train and develop in-house as opposed to, just paying top dollar for guys in free agency. And, I think it was, several months ago where Ziegler mentioned the goal down the road will be to just, fill in the gaps with like 1 or 2 guys in free agency and have the team be composed mostly of homegrown players. And so I think that plan to rebuild is the right one. The catch there, though, right, is it takes time. Like, you're not going to be able to rebuild based on 1 draft or even 2 good drafts. This kind of rebuilding process takes several years, several drafts, but then the dividends pay off. It's like putting money in the bank account, right? Like, the interest will then pay off on your end. So, anyways, those were my thoughts on Ziegler's rebuilding. I think it's an interesting philosophy. I think it's a winning strategy, but that dictates or that mandates patience on our end, right? As fans, I know we all want to win immediately. But I've said it multiple times. The last time I saw the Raiders win a playoff game, I was in 6th grade. I was like learning
Right.
long division. Like it's been a long ass time, and
I
since
wasn't
then,
even alive.
yeah, Stats wasn't even
I was
alive. I
7.
mean, and fucking Cortese was probably in diapers back then. Like who knows? But it's been
Yeah.
it's been a long ass time. But so I want to win, like tomorrow, right? But I also got to be realistic. It's gonna take time to build this team the right way. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, people can say whatever. I don't care what people say about McDaniels, but when it comes to Dave Ziegler, I fully trust Dave Ziegler, especially in a lot of stuff he says. And I think my favorite quote that he said, like, I'll paraphrase it, the long one, where he basically said, like, he said when he talks about building for the future, he straight up says, like, he told everyone, he told
We're gonna
the
go here in a
fan
minute.
base, he told the organization, he said, when you look at this team, the reality of it is we have no talent. We have no homegrown talent at all. And in order to like make a consistent winning team, you need to be able to not only draft but develop the players that you drafted. And then he says after that, one draft does not solve everything. Multiple successful drafts solves everything over time. And I actually really enjoyed it that he said that, because it kind of got tiring where people were like, all right, this one draft has to fix everything. And then Ziegler just says out of his mouth, this draft is not going to fix everything. Like, this one draft, it might fix a few, like maybe one or two things, but it's kind of like what Alsgo said. Like, even Dave Ziegler said, like, this whole thing is not going to get fixed in 1 or 2 years. Like, you're going to have to let this process. And obviously, the one thing we want to see is results as fans. So I guess the one thing when you let a process take place is hopefully the process goes up. Like, it just is positive each year. It just doesn't go down randomly.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm going to say, it happens every year, but every team drafts, right? And every team drafts with, at least in theory, the hope that the players that they draft could really be, as you pointed out, or as you mentioned, Sergio, homegrown talent that a team can really call its own. Ideally, a position, more than anything that you'd really like to be homegrown is the quarterback. If you can have a homegrown, quarterback that you drafted that's been your guy all the way through, that's even more special. It means even more, especially if he's a good one and he can really help a team win or lead a team to victory. So, I mean, I guess you could argue, the first step in this process, if you will, this rebuilding phase.
No, you got the white on the paper.
It could very well be Aiden O'Connell.
You're not going to miss fucking paint then.
Just be the sort of culture fit, the kind of quarterback that does what McDaniels wants well. So that's something to sort of hang your head on, at least for right now. You have a guy like that waiting in the wings. Hopefully, he does get his opportunity at some point. But also as Al Ghost mentioned, there's more to a football team than just a quarterback. The only draft pick we have remaining from 2020 is Mike Robertson, who, as we've talked about on the show before, may very well get cut. So.
Yeah, but that's just 1 year draft class, because we still have dudes in 2021. So it's just 1 year draft class. And I get their chopping that 1 year fail. I get that point.
I mean, not only that, but since 2018, like, we had the least amount of players that we drafted play snaps.
Right, which is another issue too. And then when you think about even last year, guys like Britton Brown, for example, he was like a healthy scratch pretty much the whole year. That to me was disappointing, because I really like what I saw from him in terms of his college highlights. You know, I really thought he might have been able to do at least something, right? Like at least take some of the pressure off of Josh Jacobs. But you know, hopefully we get to see somebody like that at least get some kind of a chance. I mean, we obviously don't know what these coaches are seeing, you know, in practice. And obviously, the point behind these rookie contracts is that, you know, it's less risk for a team. You know, they roll the dice on a player, and he might not be a good fit. He might not really be NFL talent. He might not be exactly what a team is looking for. So, you know, for that reason, everyone's allowed a couple mulligans here and there, right? Like no team has ever drafted perfectly
Dad, how
top
do
to
we
bottom.
know it's on?
You know, as I think both you and as Ghost mentioned, Sergio, there still needs to
That's
be
what I'm
some
doing.
some kind of core that you acquire through the draft that you can really build around and maybe move pieces in and out. So, you know, as it stands right now, I guess the Raiders are sort of in a, I guess what you'd call a win now position, just because of
That's a diamond.
all the money that they spent in free agency, going out and getting veterans. You know, not necessarily keeping the cap space high. You know, not keeping the cap low. So you know, I guess you know we should expect this team to get some wins this year as opposed to
That's so cute.
just focusing on you know, maybe not as many wins, but you know, just focusing on getting better and better. You know, building chemistry with the guys who have been drafted, because for all we know, a lot of these guys that were drafted might not see a lot of playing time. So I think what Ziegler is saying is that
This is
over
how I like
time,
to do it, Star.
ideally, you know, you want to have your own homegrown guys. If for no other reason, then you know, like I said, you can have you know several years right away, right out of the gate from college on a relatively cheap contract, which makes everything affordable when you think about
That's
the
nice,
entire
Star.
football team top to bottom, as opposed to paying a handful of veterans, you know, relatively a large amount.
Heck,
So
I mean, Ziegler even said this to all of us when the free agency period started, like when everyone was just doing the usual,
Now
like
that's the
screaming
star.
and yelling, like, why aren't we signing these like big name players?
mhm.
Ziegler says it out of his mouth, like, why do I want to buy like another guy's like talent, like another guy they made, when I can just
Right.
make my own guys?
Everything's wrong.
Which
I
to a
just
certain
wonder
extent,
when he keeps
it makes
talking
a lot of
about his
sense.
home. I just wonder his homegrown guy is it Drake Thomas is who he's talking about? Like what homegrown guy is he talking about? Like it has to be Drake Thomas, dude.
Can I
Like,
go on this one?
and it's one guy. So
This one don't
and I
like
get him about him building on there, dude, but for people to sit and say like, oh, we have the least amount of snap counts and from the draft, we got also some of the most productive motherfuckers out of there too. So I don't even understand that take on it anyways. Like you got fucking Max Crosby out of there is one of the dominant players in the league, plays every single down in the game, and they're over there being like, well, their draft class takes the lead. I don't give a fuck. I can care fucking less. Like Max over here destroying your life, dude. Like get some other people buying him, then we can probably have better luck. I mean, we're sitting here getting dudes like Mo Hurst, dude, Arden fucking Key. I mean, you wonder why we ain't fucking get nothing. I mean, we can go back and we can find out the players and tell you right where the problem is. These guys ain't taking Mo Hurst. They took Byron fucking Young. Big fucking difference. Like, massive difference. Like, they're these guys over here. And again, I've always said, like, Gruden and them hit on late round players, dude. I mean, Hobbs, fucking Renfro, Crosby. I mean, that's three dudes that have great ceilings, dude. All late round draft picks. So, and even Nate Hobbs was considered better than the fucking first round corners that win in the draft. So, I've always said I hate the way the draft is. I hate the way people look at it. It's too inconsistent, dude. Just because you're a first round player drafted doesn't mean you're gonna have the best success. You know what, dude? Fucking kid farts, dude, and then bugs me like, dad. You smell that? Yeah, I fucking smell it. I damn near taste it. Fucking. That's why I say, motherfucking. And the worst thing is, I got the damn window down. It's fucking 90 degrees over here. It's like even worse, dude. It's like what I do to my woman. fucking put the sheets over her head. Fucking smell that. No, fucking, but nah, I mean, at the same time, I just think freaking, to me, I just think there's too much, again, I don't know. I don't even care. Like, I feel like for Ziegler, I've been saying this the whole time. Like, that's the whole thing I think is crazy about, like, what Ziegler went and said on that. I've been saying that shit for fucking 2 months, dude. Like, I said who that dude is. I said what he was looking for and what he was doing. I've been speaking on this show 3 times a week, everything he said in that motherfucking deal. Like, again, like I said, I don't gotta explain it anymore. I feel like all I'm doing is just repeating shit that other motherfuckers just come out and say it. Like, that's all. It just feels like at the end of the day, I know where our team's going. A lot of other motherfuckers may not know, but I know where our fucking team's going for sure because they do every fucking thing I've been saying because I watched these fucking guys for so long, dude. And like Ziegler, I said, he's the fucking guru of motherfuckers over there, period, dude. Been saying it the whole entire time. Like, that's the whole thing. Is like the guy is not dumb. He's not dumb educated. You know, building the players, that's all they've ever done. I said the Patriots, dude, they went outside, drafted players that weren't even inside the draft round that they were looking at. And Bill has even spoke on it that he said, like, hey, we take him because the guy's the best fit for what we're looking for now. We don't need him to be great at all these. We just need him to be good at this position. I mean, that's it. Why do you think these guys do it? Because that's who they learned it from. It's like any person that's researched or watched Bill and them through the fucking 2000s, which I've watched all of them the whole entire fucking time. It's like, it's not new. It's not like I keep saying, when people are going to hate on Josh, and then here in the next year or two, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. Hate on Josh this whole fucking time. And then when he starts winning, they're going to be like, oh, look, I told you. Like, oh, you fuckers didn't tell. All you did was prosecute the motherfucker the whole entire time, dude. Crucified him, dude. All these fucking YouTube channels are going to be fake as fuck, dude. They're going to start to, oh, Josh and Ziegler, they're the GOAT. You guys are fake. You're fake as fuck, dude. You don't even know shit about football. You over here trying to give up Raider fucking news and don't even know who the fuck our team is. It's crazy that I've been saying this shit about our team, and last year in the season when we were playing, I didn't even wait till we get to the off season. I talked about this shit while we were in the season playing, and motherfuckers out here that do YouTube, they're fake. They're hella fake, bro. They're just so fake every week, dude. 1 week fucking dick riding, the next week fucking crucifying, dude. That's all they do. They don't know shit about the game. They don't know shit about fucking football. They're not educated in the fucking sport to begin with, let alone to be able to talk about it, dude. All they do is go to the news and then read what everybody else is reading. That's all they do.
It's basically why, like, I called out, like, I remember a few lives ago, I had this topic where I said it's really weird to me how, because I remember everyone, like, gave the same energy to Dave Ziegler, right? Like, same energy. Like, this guy's a bum. He's dumb. He doesn't know what he's doing. And then right after the draft, I like this guy. This guy's pretty smart. He does this. He does that. And now I'm like, okay.
Hey, what did I say? I said I spoke on him numerous times. I said before, right when we even got in the month before the draft, I even made a post in my Instagram that said, let Ziegler cook, boy. It is time for Ziegler to cook. Like, straight up, dude. Like, I've been speaking about it forever, dude. Like, that's the thing about these guys. They're not educated on people. You know how they get educated on it? They get educated on it when other people talk about it. That's how they get educated on it. They're not real football fans. They don't give a fuck. They just care about what brings people there. They'll talk about the same narrative, same fucking, just same shit, dude. Like this Jacob shit. I hate even being on my own show and every time we're just keep talking about him. Like, I don't care about Jacobs. I don't care if he's on the fucking team. I don't care if he signs on the thing. I think if he signs the tag, he's going to be a cancer, so I'd rather him not be on the team. Like, I am not worried if he's here or not. I'm not like, oh shit, can't make the playoffs with him. If I put $1,000 on that, he probably ain't gonna be here and O'Connell starting. Obviously, I didn't give a shit if he was here to begin with. So That's the whole things I don't understand. Like, how do I go put hardcore money on it and dudes just put their fucking voice on it? Like, that's the shit I don't get.
It's why I basically said too, why I'm basically calling out saying if a lot of people are just assuming we're going to have a losing season, what's the problem if Jacob plays or not?
That's facts, dude. What's it matter if you're saying we're going 4 wins? So why do we got to give them $12 million?
That's what I mean.
You're gonna have 4 wins, but it's beautiful, babe. That's beautiful. You're gonna have 4 wins. 4 wins, and you're gonna give them 12.5 million.
4 games. Then what difference does it make if we don't have Jacob?
You're talking.
Sergio, let them talk. Be quiet. They all heard you.
Like basically, if we have Jacobs and we have 4 wins, and then we don't have Jacobs, be happy because then that means we're getting Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I just feel like the thing is like I know football really well. I know evaluating people, evaluating players. I've spoke on so many things on this show that so many people have argued and disagreed on. I've hit them out of the park, dude. Like literally just knock them out of the park. Listen, I don't speak on things, and there's gonna be things I'm gonna be wrong, and I have been wrong. There's no doubt. But dude, there are certain things that just make sense and don't make sense, dude. Like it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, when we're sitting here trying to evaluate players and skill and all these things, you crucifying dudes in 1 year. In 1 year, you acting like they can just come change everything, like they're God, like they can just freeze time, reset, revamp everybody's mind frame, revamp a whole entire coaching staff's mind frame, and then think you're just gonna come win.
Even McDaniel said himself, I can't control what's not controllable.
It's facts, dude, and these people just don't comprehend it, and they just comprehend it, period. And then they go over on their channels, they'll sit there and talk about it, about how Ziegler ain't fucking doing, how we don't have good fucking draft picks, how we didn't, it's bullshit. We got great draft picks. We got a lot of them that are going to produce pretty well. I think we have way better production out of them in year one than we've had out of any of our guys over the last fucking 10, 15 years. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm not understanding, dude. When you start seeing players in their own mind, you see the coach where he says, hey, man, I don't even got to be on the defensive side right now. I'm going to go, or the offensive side. I'm going to go to the defense. I'm going to go and try to teach my players, how to understand the game better, how to concept it better. And he's willing to make those sacrifices, dude, even on his own name being in the team. And people still just talk shit. Dude, last year, what did they talk? Oh, Josh isn't taking accountability for the defense, and he should be over. And now he's doing it. And they still just talk shit on the guy, dude. It's like, man, I'm just over it. I don't care. I feel like half the time when we come on the live, like, I'll be honest, the main subjects that get talked about on just about anybody's live is Hunter getting traded, fucking Josh getting fucking traded. It's over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's that Ziegler and Josh both don't know what they're doing. Fire them. It's just insane.
I can't even get into conversations with groups of Raider fans anymore, even group chats anymore, just because the moment someone brings up a negative thing or a positive thing, everyone just starts arguing. And I just turn off my phone for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I don't, dude. Even in what I do, I might say, like, message back and be like, facts, bro, or straight facts, or, like, just keep simple interaction. But don't be messing with the buttons. Don't be touching shit. No, you don't need to be seeing
I'm too mentally exhausted.
It's not there's guys out here that'll just try to attack you for the fuck of it, dude. And they're just gonna try to fucking attack you to argue, and they're just gonna keep fucking throwing invalid fucking points, and then you're gonna get some dipshit motherfuckers that, hey, leave the lid on that thing. Then you're going to get some dipshit motherfuckers just like him to chime in, and then bam, you're already against the deal. And you're going to say facts, they're going to say invalid facts, and then this dude's going to agree with his invalid fact, and then they're going to try to make it sound like you don't know what you're doing. Well, that's bullshit. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about, and I don't need these two little fucking loser motherfuckers to sit here and play the bitch game with no life. Just be quiet for a minute, and then sit there and play this fucking stupid ass bitch game, and then sit there and try to like act like I'm gonna stoop to their level. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put out facts. You don't like it? Oh, fucking well. I'm gonna put out conversations and debates, and you guys can talk about it and so on. The only time I'm gonna interact in the post is if it's fucking somebody putting out false facts. I'm gonna put out the facts and again leave out. It's not my place to sit here and bitch with them. I'm not going to. And even out here with people that come out there or watch lives or watch things, and say that, like, listen, at the end of the day, I know what Josh and Ziegler are going to do. I know that Josh is going to probably knock it out of the park here in the next year or two. Like, there's not a doubt about it. His production in year one proved it with 2 players. Like, you can't discredit that. I don't, because I know football. I played it my whole life. I know the sport fucking better than most people even ever going to even know it watching it. They just know the ball goes this way, and they're 50 and 60 and still don't know how the game's fucking concept. They just know it goes this way, score points, and this way to stop them, or flip it around. You know, like, that's all they know. Like, I know the game inside and out from players, how it fucking, what the work you go through, how hard it is, dude. Like, it's not just turn on the fucking TV, fucking, oh, Madden's on 99, everybody full energy, full everything without doing no work, no nothing, and then feel like people can speak on what they do. They've never been through the work. They've never been through that fucking lifestyle. They've never sat in locker rooms winning or losing. They've never been on the road traveling to high schools, dude, where they've had massive rivals or massive fucking deals. So not only are they fighting with the fucking players on the field, they're fighting with the fans and the fans. Like, what, dude? All right, I get you. I see it. Yeah, and so like I said, there's a lot of bigger environments out there than just fucking seeing a guy show up to a field and just think like it's gravy. It doesn't work like that. There's so many things that come into those things that people that's never played the game will never know anything about. And then to speak on certain games and to speak on environments and to say, well, look at where your roster's at and this. Hey, sometimes weak rosters being in fucking good environments will give them the advantage to win the fucking game, dude. Like, being in the road and having certain type of atmospheres that may favor into your hand because this team may be weak-minded, you may be able to control those things. That shit matters, dude. Like, that's all I'm saying. People just take away all these things. I've said it. Josh is cold as ice, bro, dude. He went through every single fucking press conference, every single deal. Like, he did not fucking bat an eye. He never fucking showed weakness. He never fucking felt down. I spoke on it every single. Don't fucking do that. Why would you do that and then look right at me and know that you weren't supposed to fucking do that? Don't fucking do that. I don't give a fuck. You don't do that. I swear, man, you won't be in my fucking truck again if you do shit like that. I'm not. That's why I don't even let you guys in my shit, man, because you fuck up everything you guys get in.
What stuff?
Yeah, look at my other truck. I give your fucking mom. You guys get food all over the motherfucker. You guys get a hella dirty. Don't fucking do that in my pickup. You understand that? Don't fucking do that.
I don't.
All right. But that's all I'm saying. I think at the end of the day, man, people take out a lot of fucking things. Like, Josh is solid in big game moments. He's been in some of the biggest games on the face of this earth, dude, in football. Like, you can't sit there and discredit Josh's capability and fucking ice in his veins no more than fucking Brady when he's the one calling the plays. Brady ain't the one calling the plays, dude. Like, Brady gets out there and Brady mans the plays, but at the end of the day, I keep saying it. Josh is the one that creates them, designs them, calls them, and relays them, dude. Outside of that, what the player does with it, if the player becomes great, can't discredit the fucking OC. Can't do it. Cannot do it. It's physically impossible. So in order to have those kind of contradicting statements, man, you shouldn't even be talking about the sport to even begin with, dude. I've always said you have to take fair bias or fair biasness out of the conversation and evaluate your team no different than you would any other team without having biased opinions. It's the only way you're going to be able to know where your team is true. I've said this the whole time that we've ever been live in DSR. I've said it every single time that we speak on shit, dude, because that's factual truth. I've hit on my shit more times than not. Dude, listen, there are certain things we just cannot deny. And again, I keep saying it, dude. Josh McDaniels has, like I said, he has some of the biggest games in the history of football, dude, and not batting an eye and still coming out winning, dude. Like, he has 6 rings, He has more rings than any dude in the game right this minute. Don't give a fuck what position, head coach, offense, defense, than he does. Outside of him, maybe Brady. That's the only fucking dude. You know what I mean? So, and Belichick, you know what I mean? Like, you're in a realm of your own, dude. And he didn't get there riding the coattail of anybody else. I've kept debating it that I'm almost willing to bet, like, Bill Belichick used Josh just as much as Josh used Bill Belichick, dude. Like, straight massively, because I think with one without the other wouldn't have been who they were, dude. And I don't think the success would have been, and I don't think that's why Bill kept going back and trying to get Josh and not letting Josh leave, dude. Like, I think all of that has to matters more than people are even gonna let on to even say. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and be surprised when Josh and them start winning in this year or next year. Like, straight up, not gonna be. And I've been saying it the whole time on this motherfucker, but I'll tell you what, dude, I'll bet 1,000 cash right here on this show that I can name numerous YouTube channels that'll fucking dick ride these dudes like they've been talking about them the whole time. Fake. They're just fake as hell.
Whether we win or not, like, if say we have like a winning season, I can name like 20 individuals that I know immediately gonna switch sides. Like, these dudes that I know that where they're like the biggest Josh McDaniels haters are gonna go from the biggest Josh McDaniels haters to like wanting to ride him at night. And it's gonna be crazy. And I'm not saying like I'm not saying on like Dustin where like he's fully on it. Like, I have some doubts a little bit, but I am a little confident where I think we're going to be very competitive. And if we have a winning season, I'm happy. I'm not going to say we're going to have 6 wins again, but I think we're going to have a little more than 6 wins. But if we get a winning season, I'm going to this whole fan base, like, we already agree it's bipolar as heck. So
yeah, the only thing I look at like this is there's 2 main factors I look at when I look at the team. Last year, people were saying that we were a good fucking team all around, right? In the playoffs or in the preseason, dude, going into the camp, like going into the season, everybody's like, man, we looking good. To sit here and say that our roster is not more rounded, better this year than last year is just crazy. The only thing that motherfuckers are going to say is motherfucking Derek Carr is not the quarterback. Like, that's the only fucking thing.
These are the only 2 factors they'll say every time. I swear to God. Derek Carr, Josh McDaniels. Only 2 factors.
Yeah, that's
like literally on the show. We went through the wide receivers, we went through the tight ends, we went through the defensive line, we went through that. You'll find people that are like, nope, it all sucks. It all sucks. Okay, can you rank the groups then between the AFC West? And they'll never do it.
Dude, I had a guy just say the other day, can you name 16 quarterbacks better than Carr? Like, what the fuck, dude? 16? Like, get the hell out of here. Like, all I'm saying is, dude, he's not our team. I don't give a fuck. And the guys that you're talking about to begin with, they're going to be or Saint fans anyways. They're not even going to be Raider fans. They're fake ass motherfuckers. Just like I said,
the moment I see like
they're Raider fans when we win, and they're fucking Derek Carr fans when we lose. Like, straight
the moment I hear whether you're on this show, whether you're like friend of mine, the moment I hear that you watch the Saints game, I am no longer looking at you as a Raider fan anymore.
That's facts, because I feel like they've already showed their true colors on who they are, who they're going to be. Like, that's all I say at the end of the day, man. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to be as true Raider as I can. I'm going to put out as much true shit as I can. And if I miss, I miss. Dude, it's just going to be part of the game. I'm not going to retract it. I'm not going to run from it. I'll go down with the ship every single time with it. And outside of that, it's right here, babe. Outside of that, like I've said, I've had faith with Ziegler the second that we hired him, dude, because I knew who he was and I know that he was phenomenal fucking hire. Josh McDaniels, I even spoke on when he ran that game against the fucking Buffalo about running the ball. All those times in that game, I said, fuck, I'd take that fool right now. He just knows how to manage games at all costs. You did not just spill that. See, dude, I'm about to just lose my shit, man.
For me personally, I think like I came in full support of
for real, huh?
The moment I was more listening to whenever he was invited to an interview or a podcast, the moment he would speak and then I hear him, I'm like,
where's my leg?
This guy really knows what he's talking about. And like you try to fact check the things he says, you look at the history and what he's doing. Like, this guy, he's the real deal. McDaniels, for me personally, I'll defend a few things about him. He's gonna have to grow a little bit on me. Like, I will defend a few things about him. I'm not going to be like where it's like, yeah, but I'm just like, no, he's great for the offense. I just hope he can succeed. I'm not going to wish on his downfall or just randomly just be like, oh, I hate the guy. I hate the guy
No, I
so
just
much.
hope
I hope
that
he loses.
I just hope Mark gives them the fucking 4 or 5 years to truly let him do what he's got to do. He'll be just fine. If they're sitting here expecting him to get shit done in 2 years, it's just unrealistic. It's not going to happen. But if they truly give him the 4 and 5 years, Josh and Ziegler are going to win a lot of games, man. There's no fucking doubt in my mind. So I've said it. I don't give a fuck who their quarterback is. They've proved in New England, dude, in Josh's system. He's won with, dude, Castle, Brissett, fucking Garoppolo, everybody. He won with everybody when everybody thought he couldn't win, but only with Tom Brady. Josh has won with all of them. So, like I said, I don't care who our quarterback is. I think once the defense gets established where they can be tandem within each other, they're going to win, dude. And again, I've been saying it for years and years and years. You don't need a Ferrari at quarterback to win games. You can win games with a fucking Accord, a Civic, anything, a Toyota. Like, you don't have to have the elite. All you have to do is have good players all around. And some elite players, it doesn't have to technically be in the quarterback position. Like, I would have faith if Ryan Fitzpatrick came here right now and fucking played in our team with the receivers we have and shit, I think he'll win games, and he'll win plenty of games, dude. Like, it's not about having the greatest quarterback. It's about having a quarterback that can see the plays and get the ball to him, dude, and be able to have good, tangible players all around. Why do you think Tom Brady always took $25 million a year, dude, so they can put other players elsewhere that had good value in them? You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying is too many people think that you have to have superstar. It's the basketball shit. I know it for a fact. The big three bullshit. It's only started carrying over into football now, and I just totally disagree with it. I mean, people are sitting here saying like, oh, you got to have the fucking top fucking 10, 15 defense. No, you don't. Chiefs had 20th ranked defense. They lacked in numerous fucking positions in defense that weren't even fucking good. And dudes over here think you just got to be number one in offense, number one in defense. It's not even true, man. Like, you just need a good team that plays hard all the way throughout the year and wins games that they shouldn't be losing. That's it, dude. And outside of that, they can come up with any excuse they want. They can say, well, Josh over there with the Broncos. Josh in the Broncos is only experience. So say whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's under 11 games. He's 11 games in, and as a head coach for 3 years. Derek Carr's 11 games under in 9 fucking years. You know what I mean? Like, big fucking difference. Big difference. Like, and Bill Belichick was still under that in that time span too. So again, I hate even just debating the same topic over and over. How does any person know where our team's at, know how the team is playing, know where Josh is mentally, if we have yet to even put on pads and play the fucking game? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. How in the fuck do these guys got such massive insight on people that has been proven time and time again that when these players come into camp with no pads, there have been substantial amount of dudes that have peaked hella high. Then the second that they put on pads, man, they just fall the face off the earth, dude. Like, other dudes that didn't show up, dude. Like, some people just love contact, dude. Like, some people are vicious in life, dude. That's why they're playing the game. Like, they don't want to stand around and do your homework. They just want to go out there and beat the shit out of somebody and get paid, dude. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, that's the thing about Kuntz and shit. Bugs me so crazy about him. But, you know, and Josh, like, or Jeff saying that about, well, Brown being on the fucking healthy scratch. A lot of teams that know what they're doing develop players on that fucking list, dude. That's how they develop players, because they can be game ready and still be able to travel and go to those places. That's why they do that, dude. They're not just going to take a dude that's a 5th, 6th round player that needs fucking developmental time and just throw him to the wolves, dude. Like, that's not what good coaches do. I mean, people keep sitting here and saying, like, these guys don't know what they're doing. Okay, they don't know what they're doing, but Josh had the 12th best offense. Fucking Karim Priscillo took the fucking 29th ranked offensive line, dude, moved him to the fucking top 10. Numerous categories have been picked up in multiple different spots. How in the fuck do they not know what they're doing? Like, why doesn't people just go to the base truths of the conversation and say, like, is the defense going to be better? Why doesn't people just say that? Why don't they just come out and say the fucking truth? But they don't. They always want to. It's Josh. It's this. It's not. It's the defense, bro. The defense sucks, dude. They got to be able to step it up and move outside that fucking position. It's the only way we're going to get better. And if they don't do that, we're never going to get better. And I don't give a fuck if we have the #1 offense in the league and you're putting up 40 points. I said this. What did I say in our lives last year? What did I say the whole time? What is Carr got to win fucking games by 40 points a game? I said, Carr ain't going to win these games unless you got to put up 40 a game. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
so like I said, we're asking too much unrealistic shit, man.
I'm just really burnt out that I can't even listen or read anymore. Just people arguing about the same thing over and over. It's now getting to the point where it's a weird hobby that people have. Like, it's 4 o'clock, time to explain why I hate McDaniel so much, or
it's a fetish, bro. It's a fetish. It's like you get off like a fucking sexual fetish, dude. That's what it is. And if it's not a fetish, it is a mental fucking illness. That's what it is, dude. It's like fucking straight mental illness. It's just like that doctor said the other day. Why are we over here fucking giving dudes fucking parades and walking around out in the fucking streets and telling people shit's normal when it's not? He said if we were just 10 years back and dudes would have walked in the building having these type of thoughts, we would have fucking suited those motherfuckers up, dude, and put them in a fucking white padded room. You know what I mean? Like, it's not acceptable, dude. Just because this guy or this doctor over here don't want to do his fucking job and a few of them behind him don't want to do it does not make what they're doing acceptable, dude. It's not normal. It's not fucking normal, dude. Like serial killers, dude. If you ask them, they'll tell you, dude, like it's not something, it's just something that happens. You know what I mean? Like you go look at a fucking rapist, right? Do you think if he goes to prison for 17 fucking years or 20 years and gets out, he's normal? Fuck no, that's a tendency inside that motherfucker, dude. He gets to put around the same exact circumstance again at the same deal. He's probably going to do it again, dude. It's not, that's something you can't take out of a person, dude. It's something that is bred into that motherfucker. Like it's in him, you know what I mean? So, like I said, you just can't change shit like that. You can't change it. You're not going to change it, dude. And it doesn't matter what you fucking do either. It ain't going to change. So I just don't get it. And that's why I keep saying a lot of these dudes that talk Raider shit ain't real Raiders. They're not real fans, dude. They're fake ass fans, dude. A lot of these dudes that do their content, all they do is dick ride what other fucking dudes do. They watch it live and they're like, well, let me go get some content on the same shit that guy did. Then let me go spit that. Let me talk about why this guy sucks without doing the research on why he's probably not going to suck. They want to sit and say, oh, you know, hey, he fucking sucks today, dude. I'm burning shit, but hey, he was good tomorrow. I'm gonna go buy his shit. You know, it's just so dumb. It's false. It's so false negative to your fan base, to your people. How do you take credibility? Because all you're showing your credibility in football is week to week games. That's all you're showing credibility. You're not showing any fucking logic to it. You're not showing no logic guess or anything. How's he gonna sit and say, oh, I think that this team's going to do. How, motherfucker? You only take the team for each week. Motherfucker, lose, you're going to go throw yourself down on the ground. If he wins, you're going to fucking be like, let's go drink. You know what I mean? Like, there's no continuity in it, dude. There's no evaluation. And even when you evaluate your biased evaluation, dude, it's even when they sit here and watch that the dude can be the 12th best, have produced two of the best players in all of football, and dudes will still bash a motherfucker. Hey, what you got to do? Walk on water? You got to walk on water, man? Like, sit here and say, like, his credibility. He doesn't need them to, like I say to my woman all the time, like, I don't need your validation. I already know who the fuck I am. I know what I do, and I know who I am and what I can do. Like, Josh don't need our validation to be who the fuck he is. Like, that's the kind of shit I don't understand. Dudes act like they can do the job better. Oh, they can do it better? How come it's been 23 years of failure? If they can do it better, why has it been 23 years of failure? Nobody's done it better. Nobody's even come close, dude. Gruden, the only motherfucker that's even come close. People say, oh, look at Jack Del Rio. He had a stable deal. He was good. He did this. He did that. Oh, hell no, he didn't. No, the hell he didn't. Because, look, when he was inside there, guess what? He went 12-4 and then 8-9. He put Todd Downey over fucking Todd Musgrave. Like, what the hell? There ain't no stability against that. Like, that dude don't know what the fuck he's doing when it came to evaluation, dude. You don't make transitions like that and then think like that, oh, that's a great move. Oh, well, that's the stupidest ass move I ever seen in my life, dude. Like, and then talk about his stability. You're talking about his stability in 1 fucking year. That's what you're talking about, his stability, because that's all he had was 1 year. So that's all I'm saying. Like, people don't even know what the hell they're talking about when they're trying to evaluate time errors or teams or players or anything. You want to evaluate consistency, continuity? Go look at the fucking Steelers. Go look at the fucking Baltimore. Go look at fucking the Patriots, Green Bay. Go look at places like that. They'll show you continuity and stability. They'll show you that losing don't get their coach fired. They only make their teams better. Like, that's what shows for them. That even with Green Bay, struggled and still came back and won and still was a competitive team and probably still going to be even with Jordan Love and them. Like, that's all I'm saying is that some people with organizations give the motherfuckers the time to be able to build the teams and construct the teams the way that they need to be done. But no, other teams are like fucking us and Cleveland that's been through fucking 30 quarterbacks, 30 fucking coaches and think that it's going to just change. It doesn't change like that, dude. Like, somebody has to get in here. Somebody needs to break it down to the fucking bare bones, rebuild to their fucking mind, and be able to have their template of what they've won on before. Like, that's what you have to do. To sit here and think that, oh, Sean Payton and Vic are going to, what, you don't think they're going to break it down and go right to what they know best? And what happens when the players here don't fit who they are? Then what? You going to say the same shit on them too? Oh, they can't. No. Hell no. They've all had success at the highest organizations in football. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, what are you talking about? That's the thing, dude. They would just discredit them instantly. Oh, no, they don't know. No, hell no. Fuck no. That's why I just say you got to give the guys a fair chance, dude. You got to give them a chance to build their teams. Football is only played for 17 weeks, dude, in a regular season. Where is the build time? Where you're in the off season more than you are in the regular season. You know what I mean? Like, you're not getting a lot of this time to build. Football takes fucking, back in the old day, you can do it because you can just run a dude to tell he's fucking ran into the ground. Like, you can go practice fucking 20 times in a day if you want. But the way that the NFLPA protects players and can only do it fucking for X amount of hours and only so many times, like Gruden used to say, Gruden said this all the time. You got to get the best out of these motherfuckers, and that means we got to be here at 4 a.m. in the morning to start running up and down this field in the cold air so we can fucking get to that point, and that's what we're going to do. And then when it heats up, we'll cut it and come back in the afternoon. Like I said, if you want to be good, man, you got to be able to show up and work. You can't just do this pussy shit where it's like NFLPA protects me, so I don't want to work after 4 hours. Like, well, you shouldn't even be on my fucking team. That's all I'd say. I just think, like, where we're at now in football anymore, Raider fans are the most toxic fans there are. They're the most toxic as fuck fans there are. So,
yeah,
outside of that, I think
we should just say that our fan base is technically the most toxic.
They are. They're 100% the most toxic, dude. They're so toxic, it's not even funny, dude. They're the most hater motherfuckers on their own fucking team. They're the most split as fuck as it comes. Oh, I'm a Carr fan. Oh, they need to fire these fucking guys. Oh, hell, I'm going to go be a Saints fucking fan because this organization doesn't know what they're doing. That fucking Josh McDaniels is not a proven head coach. How in the fuck can you sit here and say that Josh McDaniels is not a proven head coach, but you will go to the Saints and Dick ride Dennis Allen as a proven head coach? Oh, that's got to be the biggest joke in my life, dude. Like, that's got to be the biggest joke in life, dude. Like, to claim that Dennis Allen has more success as a head coach than Josh McDaniels is going to have in the NFL. It's just crazy as hell. The guy is garbage, dude. He's garbage. Like, he got the job because Peyton's ass was out and he was only the next best thing on there, and they didn't even want to give it to him. They wanted to give it to the other dude that's the OC, and he turned it down. He didn't even take the interview. He turned down the interview, like, straight up. So, hell no. Hell fucking no. Dennis Allen more proven than fucking no. Hell no. That guy's garbage as shit, dude. Like, straight up, dude. Like, He's so garbage. They're in the weakest division of all of football, dude. Like, he's a good defensive player, no different. He's a good defensive coach, no different, man. Maybe that's what Josh should do, is get that fucker over here with his defense or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably what he should do. Bring that motherfucker to coach his defense, because he got good defensive skill, but that's all I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, man, I don't give a fuck. Josh and Ziegler are going to be here. They don't like it. Quit being fans. Quit fucking showing up. Quit talking about it, like, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fucking
I just want the season to start already.
Hell, you and me both. I think we're going to hop off, though, because I got to get out of here. I told my woman at 9, it's 9:30. But either way, like I say, man, I appreciate everybody that shows up week in and week out, man. Like I say, we have a lot of talk, but lately it's been just the same stupid-ass conversation. So outside of that, fucking hopefully after Monday, dude, when it can start moving into the regular season, OTAs, fucking people signing, fucking another wave of free agency, we'll have a lot more to talk about. So like I said, I just get so ran out of talking about fucking Josh, fucking Waller, fuck all these dipshit motherfuckers. I've said it the whole time. Get rid of them all. Get rid of the cancer. Start all over. Just go from the ground. Let Josh and Ziegler have this fucking team. Do what they need to do with the team. Build it to their standards. Like, let's just go say that their Tucker ends up being our Ruggs, and they got him in the first year. And they got him in, what, the 4th round? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, people, you gotta give these fucking guys a fair chance to do their job too, man. Like, I can guarantee that I don't think in Josh's or Ziegler's time being here that they're gonna have a whole entire draft class wasted to one player being here in the team. Probably not gonna happen at all. So, like I said, I'd be pretty well give them their chance to be able to prove who they're gonna be and what they're gonna do for our team. I get it. These people do it for clicks, fucking bait, whatever. I don't give a fuck about it. Dudes are over here talking about, old Mayor gonna go on, and we ain't even played it down in the game. Not even played it down in the game. Credit him more than he credit our coach. Like, it's just insane. But outside of that, like I said, more people need to be more knowledgeable to the game, more knowledgeable to our franchise, more knowledgeable to the history, more knowledgeable of why players come and go, why coaches come and go, why we haven't fucking been better, how come we haven't got there, because the defense fucking sucks. Nobody's even fucking been able to even get past there. Can't go out and win games, dude, when you're the only fucking 28th ranked game or defense. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I don't care who you are. It's not going to happen. So outside of that, like I say, hope everybody stays safe. Don't drink and drive, man. If you do, call an Uber. Fuck, sleep it off. But I can always say it ain't going to kill you. It's going to kill somebody else. Outside of that, we'll be back on Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Outside of that, you want to say something, Sergio? Or
Yeah, I'll just say the usual. Anyone that's new or anyone that wants to share my account, it says it right here.
Hop up. We're gonna go
at Raiders.stats
Yeah, we're done.
on Instagram. I'm less than 55, 54 followers away to make it to 1,000. Trying to make that to 1,000 before the season starts. I'm really close on that one. So far, been making, I guess, what seems to be controversial posts lately. It's been blowing up lately, mostly on Facebook, but I guess that's how you get noticed at this point. But yeah, I'm just stats, schematics, all that. Writing articles now. I think I'm going to move over to the offensive side of the ball so people know who the offensive positional coaches are. Other than that, just make sure you join our Discord. Make sure you subscribe, and we got a really good Discord, really good community in our Discord. We make sure we don't gatekeep any of the information. We make sure to share all of our information. We make sure that everyone is just constant and consistent with what we got. Try not to be bipolar like the rest of the freaking fan base.
That's facts. I mean, we're over 225 in there too now, so our shit's growing pretty good all the way across our deal. Almost 2,500 in our page and Instagram, over 224, 225 in YouTube now, 225 in Discord. So our shit's picking up pretty well, man. And I say our numbers stay even because I said I can give a fuck about trolls and I can give a fuck about the numbers. Like, if they want to be here for real shit, real talk, real football shit, then let's go. But they come here to troll or just to be here for a view, I can give two shits about it. Like, I don't really care. Like, there's dudes out here in this YouTubing world that are moderators that are straight fucking little pussies, dude, that got little vengeance, dude. Like, I swear to God, guys have so many dudes in this YouTube game are such bitch-made motherfuckers. I'd just slap the fuck out of you in real life. And I think it's funny as fuck. Go over to a dude's channel. This guy he's still a little bitch for 2 years because that's the only power these fucking little faggots got is in moderators in the fucking channel. And then they want to silence dudes or don't let them talk. Like, there's one dude out there, you know exactly who you are because you're a little fucking pussy asshole. No, I'd just slap the fuck out of you. And I can't stand it. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand how fake these dudes are in the platform that we come on. And then they want to talk about, like, oh, I'm a Raider. You're not a Raider. You're a fake ass bitch, like, straight up. And again, at the end of the day, dude, I ain't here to play your guys' stupid ass, hoe ass games. Like, we're here to talk football. We're here to educate motherfuckers. That's why our Discord runs as clean as it does. That's why our pages run as clean as it does. We may not have umpteen fucking millions of people, but I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have low numbers with consistent and good people than high numbers with fake ass motherfuckers. Like, straight up, dude. So it may take us longer. It may take a little bit more time. You know one thing about DSR. We're not fake. We're not going to tell you bullshit. We're not going to buy our views. We're not going to buy our pages. We're going to take the time to do all the fucking work. We're not going to mute, silence, or ban any motherfucker here because we're not fucking pussies. Like, straight the fuck up. I don't like you. Tough fucking shit. Then, dude, you can sit there, talk your bullshit, run your mouth over there in the chat. I don't care. It does not affect me in any way, shape, or form. And outside of that, thanks for the fucking view. Otherwise, don't care. Like, too many people come into these platforms and misuse them for the wrong deals. They have no life. They have no fucking life, dude. Like, it's straight fucking facts. They have no life. They want to come here, and this is their power. I can hold power. I cannot let you talk in here. I can silence you in here. Yeah, fuck, who gives a fuck? No one talking your lame ass shit anyway. So that's all I'm saying. Like, there's this one dude out here. He is a fake bitch, dude. Like, straight up, man. I mean, just irritates me just thinking about him, but I don't even care. Like, I shouldn't even be venting like I am about that motherfucker, but that's all I'm saying. That's all this platform's about anymore. It's just fake bitches buying fucking subs, talking about how big they are, what they do. Well, if you're subs, why don't your fucking views match your likes or your fucking numbers in your account? Like, that doesn't even make sense, dude. Your numbers are so minimal to your fucking actual count. Like, that, how is that possible? I tell you how it's possible because you paid for those motherfuckers and they're not fucking real and they're fake ass bots, dude. Like, that's exactly how shit's real. But, you know, whatever you do, you go around and talk about how well you are or fucking what you guys do. It's just a dumb fucking joke. And again, out here, we'll slave away day in, day out, put out real shit, put out real content, like I always say, the grind's hard for real motherfuckers because nothing's easy. You don't fucking get to just pay your way to the top. And outside of that, we'll keep gaining traction, which every one of us have, and every one of us have done a great job in a short amount of time. I mean, just look how fast our page has grown. Look how fast Sergio and all of them, and we've done it in less than a year, dude. So it's funny when I come over and look at dudes that been doing this for 4 and 5 years, talking in YouTube. That's why I say their shit is paid, bro. Their shit's so paid. Their pages don't match their shit, like, nowhere along the fucking boards. But, you know, whatever. But outside of that, like I say, man, we'll keep doing what we do. We'll keep talking what we talk and go from there. I mean, I've always said I don't like the outside noise and I don't give a fuck about it. At the end of the day, I think we all come here to spend our time to talk about our team, educate about our team. I hate that we get stuck on the same subjects. Like, that really bugs the fuck out of me. And the thing that bugs me about it too is like, look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more subjects. You know what I mean? Like, it's the kind of shit that just bugs the fuck out of me about getting on these stupid ass fucking Josh and them. We ourselves are fucking you guys because we bring up the same subject and then we negligate all of our topics to fucking speak about. Dude, it gets stuck on this sorry motherfucker not signing, which everybody's known. I said it the day that he did it. I said the second he did it, I said, well, Ziegler checkmated that motherfucker. I said it right away. Why are we still talking about it? Like, those are the things I'm not understanding. I knew it the second it fucking happened, dude. But nope, we'll spend hours and hours and hours. We'll spend hours on Carr. We'll spend hours on fucking other people. we're not doing justice to our fucking fan base. We're not doing justice to our deal. Like that's all I'm saying. Like we have so many good topics, the rebuild, the Renfro, the UDFAs, the fucking ranking of the AFC West offensive tackle duos, dude. I mean, fuck, we're just fucking up a lot of fucking subjects here, and I just think it's crazy, and I don't like it because for me, I don't like wasting my fucking time. I'm very knowledgeable in the sport, and I hate that I come on my own channel and get irritated of the conversations because it feels like it's going nowhere, and it's the same fucking one over and over and over and over and over, and until somebody says something, we can't even move away from the motherfucking deal. Like, that's why I just say, like, we try to do it. It's going to get like that sometimes. We got to be better at it as ourselves. But even at the same thing, I want to be knowledgeable on the team. So when we come here, we're talking not only about, like Sergio's doing right now, about the coaching staff. I want to talk on the players and rookies and fucking depth and UDFAs and more player depth in our team. Like, I want to acknowledge motherfuckers in the team where all motherfuckers do is acknowledge Carr, fucking Jacobs, and fuck Ziegler and Josh. Like, I'm over it. I don't even give a fuck. Bunch of stupid ass motherfuckers to begin with. So outside of that, when we come back on Monday, guess what the topic will be? Fucking Josh, fucking Jacobs. Like, you don't even gotta worry. Don't look at the thumbnail. Don't worry about it, because the fucking conversation is gonna be Josh fucking Jacobs. It's gonna be about how this sorry motherfucker waited out to the very end, fucking signed up the fucking deal at the very last fucking second, and then gonna sit out on the fucking tag. Like, that's gonna be the subject. And then people are gonna be shocked by it. They're gonna be shocked. They're gonna be like, oh, how did he do it? Why? Because he fucking don't know football. That's fucking why, dude. Like, and if he takes the 10.8 million, then he's satisfied to play on the 8.10 or the 10.8, and he'll play the rest of the season. But outside of it, if he signs the tag, and sits, it's the only way he can demand money through the rest of the season, like straight up. So that's it. So if he doesn't
Dustin, how about this? I'll even make sure that there's a timer, right? Because I'm not gonna be there on Monday because I got a shift scheduled on Monday. But when the Jacobs thing happens, right, and then the live happens, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even no more than 5 minutes, just talk about the freaking franchise tag, and then you're done with the subject.
Yeah, it has to be. Like, you got to burn that conversation into the fucking ground.
Because after that, okay, now we know what's happening. Let's move on.
Yeah, because, dude, it's like people act like the problem with it is like you're educating kids that don't know shit about the game. But the problem is you're hurting your channel because you just keep repeating the same conversations over to educate those stupid ass motherfuckers, and I'm just over it, dude. Like, I'm over every time that we set up a thumbnail or we set up a topic. It's the same fucking ones. Jimmy, this. Put your team. Put your fucking coach. Hell, just put Raiders or something. Like, it don't even got to be players. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even got to talk on fucking Josh or fucking, just talk on your fucking team. Like, that's the thing. Like, I come through here, dude, you'll sit here, I got fucking 15 topics, dude. I've been talking to dudes lately. They'll tell me, oh yeah, I don't want to come on right now because there's nothing to talk to. You don't fucking go and research your fucking team. The fuck you mean there ain't nothing to talk about? There's no way you can tell me you can't go in the Discord, go right to Raider News, and find like 900 fucking things to talk about, dude. Like, there's no fucking way, Like, the fucking thing, every news that gets put out in the NFL is in that motherfucker. So if there ain't no news talking that bitch, there's something really going wrong. And that would insist that there ain't no post getting posted in that bitch, which we know it's notifying everybody like every 10 fucking minutes. Because the motherfucker won't turn the at everyone fucking thing off. You know what I mean? Like, that shit gets annoying as fuck, dude. But at the same time, that's the shit. Motherfuckers want to come on and do YouTube. Dudes want to come on channels. No, they don't. They want to come hang the fuck out, not talk, sit there, do fucking nothing. They just want to chime in every now and again. They don't want to go research the value of your motherfucking team and then talk about it to motherfuckers on here. They come here, they want to hang the fuck out. Go get some friends, motherfucker. How about that? Go get some friends in real life. Like, who comes on YouTube to hang out with a bunch of motherfuckers they don't fucking know, like that's your friends. Like you're hanging out in a fucking chat, dude. Like, you know, like, fuck, dude, come here and learn something about your fucking team. That's what it's supposed to be about. Be friends while we're here. Great, dude, but I'm not coming here to fuck because I have nothing better in my life but to hang out with you. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, it's not like that, dude. Like, I have a life, dude. Like, I have things to do. I like every single person here, but we come here to put the fucking news out. Are we friends outside of here? Yeah. But fuck, dude, I ain't coming here to sit and hang out with fucking 90 dudes in the chat. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm not going to stay here till, you know, I love talking. Like, when we get talking, I'll stay here till 1 in the morning. Everybody fucking knows that. But I'm not staying here all day, every day. And when I get offline, I'm not waking up tomorrow to come right back online so you guys come hang out. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here because I need fucking friends. I'm here because I love the fucking Raiders. I love to talk about our fucking team. I know there's a lot of people that don't know shit about our fucking team trying to speak on our team. So that's why I take the time to come here, man. And if we meet friends and hang out in that meantime, great. But I sure in the fuck did not turn on this channel to wait till dudes show up so I can be like, hey, bro, what you doing? How you doing, bro? I'll call your ass. If I want to know how the fuck you're doing, I'll call you. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I think YouTube is fucking garbage, dude. It's garbage. It's fake as fuck, dude. Like, are we here to fucking give news or are we here to hang the fuck out? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I love talking about my team. I love talking about where we can be, research them, get down to facts, dude. Like, I'm a diehard Raider fucking fan, dude. I want to talk to other motherfuckers that are like me. That's why I do it, you know, like, salute, took your soul. You know, like, that's why I do it, because in this world out here, out my window, there's not people that live around me that are knowledgeable on the sport that I'm knowledgeable on. I work my ass off. I don't have those types. This is where you have those types, dude. And then when you have it, this is where you need to resource it to be able to fucking do everything you're doing with it. It's like I tell with Sergio, it's like I do with myself. Sergio prevails the way he does because he uses the platforms the way they're supposed to be fucking used. And it's amazing that his results have just, like, you know, 500 to 1 odd, just massively overproduced by massive because he used it for what it was meant. Man, he's batting like 900, bro. Like, literally batting 900%. And fucking, he did it in such a short time. There's other dudes come on this motherfucker, been here for a year and don't even got one more dude in their own page. But talk about, oh, I want to come here. I want to better the fucking organization. I want to better the insight. No, they don't. They want to come and ride the coattails of motherfuckers doing the work and then talk about what they want to do for the organization. No, you don't. You want to come sit over here. You want to talk when we're fucking talking. And then you want to talk about the same bullshit over and over and over and over, man. Like, it gets fucking annoying as fuck, dude. Like, I hate when I get into a football conversation and some dude just goes off being passed. It's like, bro, why in the fuck are you even talking about the deal if you're not going to stay committed to what you're saying? And why do you bring up a point that you fucking threw in the garbage 2 seconds into the talk because you don't even want to defend your conversation? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, how are we making valid points on shit if all we're doing is going over to somebody's channel, this fucking guy dictating, brainwashing piece of shit, fucking get fucking, you know, 60% of that fucking deal to come back and talk football to people like us and then tell me that bullshit. Nuh-uh. Like, fuck, sorry, dude, not happening. And I don't give a fuck. They can tell me, oh, you're a dick. Good. I don't give a fuck. Some people need to be dicks and I'll be that dick, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck. I have no problem with it. Like, I feel like, dude, YouTube, I love what we do, man. Like, I love it. I stay committed as fuck to it, dude. I'm solid as fuck to it, man. But I'm just going to say, not a lot of people are. Not a lot of people are committed to the platform that they speak about, that they want to do. They're just fake to it, bro. They just want to go ride the coattail of all the people that are doing it and take credit and build off of that. That's not what this shit's about, man. This shit's about everybody coming here, hanging out. We're all Raider fucking fans, dude. If we go to a game, we'll meet up, dude. That's somebody who I didn't know before that I know now, dude. But when we're in here, we need to talk about our team to the best that we can. You know, like, fuck, dude, it's so hard when all you do is you get, oh, and negative, and then you're a fucking Raider fan. Like, I've been through 20 fucking years of negative at the worstest points, in our whole entire franchise. You don't fucking hear me talking that shit. Like, that's what I know. They're not real fans. I'm a diehard motherfucking loyalist, dude. Like, straight diehard. And you don't see me just pissing and shitting and kicking my team in the fucking face. I'm always positive, always trying to find the upbeat to it, where we can be successful, where we built, where we've been made progress on it. Never am I kicking our team when we're down. Motherfucking man, 9 out of 10 motherfuckers, 7 out of 10 motherfuckers that talk will straight shit on our team. And then tell me that I'm a Raider. No, you're fucking not. You ain't even educated Raider fan, bro. Like, that's the sad part about it. Like, you're not even educated Raider fan trying to talk on our Raiders, dude. Like, you know what's going to be best for it. No, the fuck you don't, because every single thing you talked on hasn't happened. Like, hasn't happened. Like, man, I don't like putting out people, man, but listen, Scout has said, like, fuck, dude. He said, like, 900 things that have not happened. You know what I mean? But where's this credible source come that keeps him so above water that you can just bullshit motherfuckers like Biden and then fucking get away with it?
Hey,
like, where's the credibility that you're going to start holding motherfuckers to their fucking accountability?
You remember the whole Marcus Peters things? And we said on this channel multiple times, it's not going to happen.
Yep.
And for some weird reason, nothing's happened.
Dude, it's not gonna, dude. I mean, unless the guy just don't want to play football and just wants to play for peanuts, why would he do it? And then it's just saying it's the last right effort, dude, where he may just fucking retire. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, look at Peters ain't even the guy we should want anyways. Like, that's the kind of shit that bugs the fuck out of me.
But here's the point. You know how many big Raider content creators just randomly advocate for this? And then when everything finally goes down and they're still trying to advocate a little bit, but then like everyone's getting to the point where it's like, he's not going to sign with us.
Yeah, and I think they're going to get to another point too, where if it does happen, it happens like in the fucking going into the preseason. They're like, see, I told you. It's like fucking guy don't have nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, and we're advocating for him. Like, the thing I'm advocating for is he ain't the motherfucker we should be going for no matter what. I don't care if we sign him or not. I've said we should not sign him. I've advocated it hardcore the whole time that I don't want to sign him, that we shouldn't, that we probably are not going to, because it doesn't make no sense, dude, to go after a dude that's in the end years of his career that's depleting when we can go after a younger dude and fucking bring him here and have better success. Like I said, why wouldn't you trade a 5th and 6th to the Commanders for fucking Fuller, dude? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, that's all I'm saying. There are other people in the NFL that are younger that have way more upside for where they're at in their career right now than taking motherfuckers at the end of their shit. And I've said it hella times, dude. All I'm saying is like, these guys are like, I've said it, they're just taking spaghetti noodles and throwing them against the fucking wall and hoping shit sticks. That's all they're doing, man. Usually if you're advocating the player, right, to sign, wouldn't it be when he's signing? Not fucking like 3 months and then be like, yep, he's going to sign today, going to sign today, going to sign today, going to sign today. When's he signing, motherfucker? Like, fuck, I can tell you how it went down. I know how it went down because I heard the whole thing. He literally came here. They wrote him out a contract. They told him that if he wants, the contract's on the table. Feel free to come back any fucking time. He ain't been back yet. Done. Like, that's how it is. So obviously what they offered him ain't fucking shit to begin with. Otherwise he would have stayed here right then and there. But this is the shit these fucking sorry motherfuckers always keep pushing or talking about or bringing up. Like, motherfuckers, you ain't bringing up shit. You're just bringing up shit and hoping it sticks. Like, you're not bringing nothing to our team or our table that's validating anything. The validation is Ziegler ain't telling you shit. That's why you motherfuckers ain't hitting on shit. Because in the past, Gruden will fucking go off of what motherfucking fans say.
Yeah, that's why I no longer trust when like big like content creators just say, "Oh, well, the source from a player or like someone that works in the building." I'm like, listen, this is no longer the Gruden era. No one knows what the heck Ziegler's thinking.
And they ain't got connections.
You only know what Ziegler's thinking when he tells you what he's thinking. And when he tells you what he's thinking, he is not lying. He is not manipulating. That is what he's thinking.
Yep, he's going to say it once, and that's it. Then see you later.
That's why I always tell people, watch his podcast, watch every time he's interviewed, because the moment he finally says something, that is what he says. That is the final word.
And you know what's the other thing that's even mind-blowing is dudes that are in our Discord that have access to those videos because they ping me every fucking time one's out and still don't watch it but want to talk about it, right? Man, what the fuck is wrong with people, dude? Like, I'm at the point, like I said, we're gonna changing a lot of shit around. Like, there's gonna be a lot of shit getting changed, dude. Because I feel like here, dude, I love the hanging out, I love all, dude, but we gotta be factual on our fucking news. Like, we need to be here for the right reasons. We need to be talking about it for the right reasons. I don't need to be here, not be around my kids or be around my family because we're just talking straight bullshit or hanging out, dude. Like, I don't need to hang out and go hang out with my fucking kids. Like, if we're here, I want to talk about our team. I want to have the most fucking validation for our team. Research the motherfuckers. Like when we first started people research, we get to the point here in the last month or so, people don't want to fucking research. They just want to come in right on other people's coattails or not. And listen, I get it. People get tired and people don't have time, dude. It's fine, dude. Like we all do it. But when it becomes a week in and week out occurrence, no, then there's, like I said, it's not here for the right things, not here for the right reasons. I've said people shouldn't be doing YouTube. People use it for the wrong reasons. We're here every single week, 3 times a week, news or no news, and we find reasons to talk for 2 and 3 fucking hours. So for motherfuckers to sit and tell people that they're Raider fans and they want to do YouTubing and they can't be loyal to their fans in any way, shape, or form because they can't bring them, they're not being loyal to themselves, let alone to you. So why in the fuck are you even watching it? That's all I would say. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And look, we're going to win, we're going to lose. I'm still going to be a Raider fan regardless. So it doesn't matter. And outside of that, I got to get going because my kid's sitting back here. It's 10 o'clock and I'm a ran on because you know how I am. I just get pissed. But again, tune in for Monday's topic about Josh Jacobs signing the tag but sitting on the bench. So fuck off, ho. Like straight up, over this motherfucker. But outside of that, man, I hate being so negative. It just gets irritating as hell, man, and my nerves are hella hard on shit like that. Like it's like my woman tells me, she's like, why do you let it get? Because it fucking irritates me, man. Like I get it that I can probably just let it go. Like I get it, but my mind's not gonna let it go. Like straight up, dude. She'll tell me like, you harp on shit. I don't give a fuck, man. Like sometimes, man, I don't care. Like sometimes people gotta hear because how you gonna change.
It's irritating me now, and what's weird is I'm just getting irritated with people arguing about it. Even if I agree with them or not, I'm just irritated by it.
Facts. Dude, it's facts, dude. That's why I don't even like when I put up posts in my shit. I don't even like going back and looking at it till the end of the day just so I can answer or click hearts, dude, and go by because I don't like where it's making my nerves feel off ease if I go talk to a dude and then instantly know he's trolling. Like the instant he messages back, I'm like, have a great day. Like straight up, I don't even entertain the conversations no more. Like when a dude's talking real football, and look, that's the only reason I stay interact still in the channel is because like there are dudes that know real football and they'll talk it and it's good ass conversation, dude, and I love it. Like I said, that's why I do it is for those individual people. So like I'll keep doing it, you know what I mean? But man, there are some fucking dipshits out there, bro. And not only that, there's just like at the end of the day, they claim they're Raiders and they'll say, "Oh, I wear the gear and I support, dude." But when it comes to car or anything, they're not. They're just car loyalists, dude, and they're fucking straight gonna be a fucking Saints fan. They're not gonna be Raider fans. They'll be wearing Saint gear in no time. They'll have a Saints jersey of car. Fuck as much as I like Wi-Fi, dude. Like I have no issue, but you're gonna be the same way. You're gonna have a fucking Saints car jersey. Like you can't be. This fan base don't have time for bandwagon motherfuckers, and this fan base don't have time for 2-team motherfuckers either. You know what I mean? Like we're struggling as it is to begin with, let alone to be worrying about some other fucking team. So that's all I'm saying is like those kind of things are going to be really hard on motherfuckers at the end of the day when it comes down to the wire. So for me, like I said, I'm diehard through and through to the end till the day I fucking die, dude, and that's that. And we'll be here on this channel giving you as much information, as much content with fucking one person here or 10,000 motherfuckers here, straight up, because that's just who we are, and that's what we're going to do. And like I said, he's got to work sometimes. He'll be here 1 to 2 times a week whenever he can come. But that's why he's always got a table here, and I'm always going to be here fucking fighting it. And I don't care. I've come to the conclusion that I'd rather be on this motherfucker by myself and then have just a packed house of people that don't know shit about our team and are keep fucking negativity our team. And Jeff's always gonna be here, and I don't mean it like that. And I'm not saying like we're changing like that. I'm just saying like we need to be more focused on the point that the reason why we're all here to begin with. You know what I mean? Like I've always been that way, dude. But I've always said there's a lot of people that ain't, and there's a lot of people that just come there to do what they feel, and that's not what it's about. It's not what it should be about, and I don't like it, and I'm not about it, and I'm never gonna be about it. I've always said, pull the weight, to do your deal, dude. We can all be very successful, and this shit can all work. And I think like that's the same thing with the Raiders organization, dude. Is if you only got dudes trying to ride the coattails of names or history or past pretense or how people used to word or verbiage certain things, you're never gonna get better, man. You're never going to get better because you need to change that shit. Sometimes mottos need to change, dude, in order for franchises and organizations to change, dude. Some people get so pivoted in moments, dude, that they can't get out, just like we are. But we go by words of, fucking excellency and fucking just win, baby. We don't win, and we're not excellent. So
we'll say
things
like Al Davis would never hire Josh McDaniels, and then I immediately say no, he would hire Tom Cable or Hugh Jackson.
Yep, facts.
So if we're gonna quote Al Davis, we're also gonna have to quote the flaws of him, but no one wants to do that.
And you know me. I've been pointing out that exact statement that you just said right there for fucking 2 years now on YouTube. So, outside of that, we're going to bounce out of here, dude, before my woman fucking straight kills me. So I hope you guys have a great night, dude. We'll see you on Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And prepare for the Josh Jacobs news. Outside of that, you have anything else, or are you good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, dude. Hey, appreciate you, bro, and I'll see you next week sometime. Outside of that, take care. I hope you enjoy your new job, and I'll talk to you outside of here, man. So have a good weekend, and stay safe.
Stay safe, everyone.
King and his men stole the queen from her bed, bound her and her bone. The seas be ours, and by the powers where